And then actually, just before this stream, I listened to their first ever album, the self-titled. Great album, man. That's a great album. Great introduction to System of a Down. 0-1 is the count. Runners at first and second. Pitch from Detmers. Swung on, grounded from Durbin. Foul. He hooked it. Count 0-2.
They should have a really nice crowd here tonight at the big game. There are a lot of Red Sox fans here. There are Red Sox jerseys everywhere.
Shout out to Prison Song. I love the Prison Song so fucking much. That shit is so catchy. Also, it has a great, poignant message. DFA, everyone besides Abreu, Crochet, and Rafaela. Cook. 0-2. Detmers looks in. Pitch for Durbin. Inside. Misses for a ball. Count 1-2. It was a great pitch, but a better take from Durbin. 1-2 is the count.
You gotta be real careful now. The Angels. There's one already in the first inning.
DFA Hog, how dare you? Paging Dr. Crutch. What's up, brother? How's everyone doing? 1-2 in the dirt, Mr. Ball. Butt rape in prison is the message. It indeed is not. It is indeed about the horrors of the prison industrial complex and how there was a massive upturns in prisons built between, starting like the 1980s, but like really spiking in the early 2000s. What's up, Real Lanesley? How you doing? 2-2 is the count here. Detmer's the pitch. Swung on, pulls it, but foul. He was ahead of it. I just love the lead singer, man. Serge Tankian's got such a great voice. He's such a great metal vocalist. He's so versatile. He can do anything. He can get in the the melodic bag. He can get you some great fucking scream vocals. Like, I love me some Serge Tankian, man. I love that Armenian fuck. 2-2. Swung on, lifted by Durbin, left center field. The right fielder drifts over. Sorry, the left fielder drifts over. Holy fuck, dumbass. Gets there, makes a catch, out number 3. Bottom of the first inning. Here we go. It's a 0-0 ball game. We didn't score. We did not score. Indeed.
His first day behind the wheel.
Where butt rape and where butt sex / rape was everywhere. AIDS for sure. Not June. Durbin can't hit anymore. F7 Hog. It was indeed an F7. It's true. Because 7 is the left fielder correlating number. It's true. And 8 is the center fielder. 9 is the right fielder. I know this because I was a scorekeeper when I was in middle school. The Bard core covers a System of a Down rule. I buy it. I buy it for sure. System of a Down definitely has some like my favorite hooks, like choruses in like of any metal band for sure.
Around stadiums to create jobs. Coaching small business
Chicks dig scorekeepers. Don't think that's true. Shout out. Got some new shirts in the mail, and I'm wearing one right now, and it's very comfy. Can't believe the Brown trade from the Celtics. It wasn't great.
That's the bigger play.
Not great. Clearly, you take a trade that bad because the relationship is beyond repair, and he wanted out. And the return sucked. Like, Paul George will be good. He will be the very obvious number 2 on the Celtics. Tatum will be the number 1. There won't be any fucking weird drama between, who's actually the 1, who's actually the 2, when in reality, Tatum was always the best player. He was always the number 1. Straight up. But, yeah, like, the Celtics got worse. They absolutely got worse. And, like, what do those picks mean to them? They mean nothing. If anything, you pack those up with a bunch of your other picks and try to find a superstar in a year or two. Are we the worst team in the MLB? We're certainly up there. Certainly up there. 100-degree weather here in Rhode Island, Hog. It was a bit nicer here today. I think it was still like 95 fucking heat index. That Clippers 2028 pick is a good asset, but overall good take, Hog, for real. Did we get a Clipper pick from them? I thought the fucking Sixers didn't give up the Clipper pick. It's the best of the 76ers and Clippers pick. Okay, that makes it better because that Clippers pick could legitimately be a lottery pick. And if you get lucky, it could be a top 1 or top 3 pick. 0-1, swung on a miss, count 0-2.
Really nice mix, but lives on those.
All right, 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, misses for a ball, count 1-2. I'm very interested in seeing like how Jaylen Brown fits in with the Sixers. He's undoubtedly a great player for sure. He makes withstanding the storm of like Joel Embiid inevitably getting injured at some point throughout the season much easier for the Sixers. 1-2, grounded, very weakly hit, picked up, throws over to first. Out number 1. I see Jake Bennett back on the bump.
220, hit 8 home runs.
You don't want one though, goes to the Spurs. Okay, that's annoying, but whatever.
Yeah. Kind of crazy.
Fuck!
On the defense, presented by Car Shield. Caleb Durbin at third base with Monasterio and Gonzalez up the middle. Contreras at first. The outfield left to right is Duran, Rafaela, and Eaton.
Even if it's like just a top 10 pick somewhere in there, that's fine. Like that could be worthwhile. I mean, the Celtics have shown they can find talent even like in the late first round, like pretty consistently. One away here, pitch. Middle taken for a strike, count 0-1. I do think the Celtics are still going to be pretty damn good next year. Like I think like their regular season will look pretty similar to the one they just had this year. 0-1 grounded, pretty weakly hit. Second baseman scoops up, throws to first, out number 2. If anything, like I think they'll be either the same or better, depending because Paul George will be there. You know, with knock on wood, no one gets injured. Like Derek White won't be asked to be a secondary scorer. He can go back to being a tertiary scorer and hopefully get his efficiency numbers back up because he really had a really rough season last year. Red Sox getting Brody Bermilia. That'd be pretty sick. That guy's epic. Pitch high and inside, misses for or takes it for a strike. It was a nice pitch. He painted it. Count 0-1.
Happy for him. A little tough draw here, but learning a lot.
0-1 pitch. In the dirt, spikes it for a ball. Count evens up here 1-1.
From the Dominican Republic. May have solved third base here. This kid.
Rendon didn't.
We should have done Edgecombe. Yeah, I mean, listen, man, not getting Edgecombe is brutal. I think VJ Edgecombe's really fucking good, dude. I think he's going to be a hell of a player. A hell of an NBA player, man. I really liked him in his rookie season, like the few times I watched Sixers games. Like, to me, he jumped off the screen. I think just obviously the Sixers weren't willing to part with him, and the Celtics just couldn't manufacture enough leverage to extract Edgecombe out of that deal.
Yes. Some ball came in coming in hot. That screen's a little low. I may have to stay on my toes.
We're all
I think JT secretly didn't like JB. I don't know if it was secret between the two. It's very clear those guys don't like each other on some level. Even if it's not like an outright hatred, it seems like, they mostly just had a coworker relationship.
in terms of being able to see.
Because at the end of the day, man, if 2-2 swung on him, miss, strikes him out number 3. If Tatum and Brown were best friends, this animosity never would have built. Ever. Never would have built this far. Like, Brown never would have held resentment for this long, like him thinking that he's actually secretly the best player on the team. When, again, cannot stress this enough, he is not. I will say that the fucking, like, hit piece messages that are coming out, very pathetic, very Red Sox-esque. Like, the idea that, like, oh, Jaylen Brown, he just always thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. First of all, he probably is. Like, listen, man, Jaylen Brown, like, he annoys me in some ways because of, like, oh, it's the best year, this is the most fun year I've ever had. Like, that's a shitty thing to say when you've been on a team that's won a title. And it's weird that you have that, like, you just kind of have this unspoken animosity with Tatum about, like, you're the best player on the team. You're not. But, like, Jaylen Brown is a very educated person. He's a very well-spoken, thoughtful individual who is extremely highly educated. Like, this is a guy, like, where if he wasn't a basketball player, he probably would have gotten his fucking doctorate. And, like, the bar for intelligence in professional sports, especially in locker rooms, is not high. Jaylen Brown probably is the smartest guy in most rooms that he fucking walks into. And that is not a bad thing. A guy being fucking confident about his level of intelligence is not a bad thing. And it comes off extremely weird that the Celtics interpreted it that way. Like, it's very odd. It's very, very odd. I've not played CFB 27. What's up, Johnny Knows? How you doing, man? It's weird. Like it's like they're calling him uppity. And again, like the optics are weird. The optics are very bad, especially, you know, like the reputation that like fucking Boston has in general. They're not helping. They're not helping even a little bit. The conversation between JB and MB when they meet his teammates is going to be awkward. They'll get over it. That's competition shit where someone calls you a flopper. They'll get over it. MB's just going to be thrilled he has a better player on his team. The Twitch series shit is weird too, Josh. I don't disagree. Don't disagree at all. It's not a good look. It's definitely not a good look. Anyone criticizing Jaylen Brown over that kind of shit it's valid. That is a valid criticism to have. 0-1 way inside for a ball. The irony is Joe Mazzulla should have been the perfect weirdo to synthesize and maximize the Jays' talent, a la Phil Jackson, but proved to be an undynamic trio. The team is now JB's. What, the Sixers? No, it fucking isn't. No, it absolutely isn't. It's one of those things where fucking debatably Maxey is equally as talented to him, if not better. JB has a title, so he can hold that over him. And Embiid is absolutely a better player than him. Absolutely a better player when he actually plays. He doesn't get healthy. Like he's, you know, not a very healthy person. This is lifted center field. Diving attempt cannot be made. This is going to roll all the way to the wall. Romy's going to get to second. This should be a triple easily. Romy's at third. The throw's far away. Okay, he held up at third. I thought he might try to go home for a second. Holy shit. I feel like if Romy wasn't injured still, like clearly wasn't hampering from injury, that might be an inside the park home run. Legitimately. Joe Adele it took him forever to back this ball up in center field. Yeah, Romy ran out of gas for sure. Look how long this ball rolls from center field to the wall. Holy fuck.
With a 978 OPS. He can hit him. Siri takes a chance.
Yeah, I agree. I wish they got VJ Edgecombe. One thing if Jalen play games on Twitch, all he does is yap, ran out of gas. Low-key, I like Mike Trout. I love Mike Trout. First pitch here for Duran. Swung on and missed. Bottom of the zone. The count is 0-1. Yeah, Miles Bridges. Also, there's no fucking shot that Jaylen Brown would ever go to Charlotte. Like, let's be serious. JB's ego will ruin the Sixers? Maybe. Maybe. 0-1. Pitch for Duran. Swung on and missed. Gets the slider by him. Count now 0-2. He said he didn't want to go there. Yeah, because who the fuck would? Like, last year was the first good year the Hornets have had in forever. Or, like, maybe ever. Legitimately. Like, since Chris Paul was there. No way anyone hates Trout. What do you think Duran does here? Probably strikes out, but, you know, like, listen, we're on an off day. Maybe he does something different. JT might have sent in a boss call for JB. 0-2. Swung on, lifted, left field. Left fielder's there, makes a catch. Out number 1. Romy tags up. He comes home. He will score. An easy sack fly. Great productive out. Sox take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second inning. I want to focus on baseball, but disagree with Hog Dick. Jalen is a franchise player, just going to make Embiid better. What take are you disagreeing with, though? Like, I'm not saying the Sixers won't be better. I think the Sixers are obviously more talented. For sure. How'd you like the new Rediscovering America? I don't think I saw that. People are splitting the Celtics into the play-in tier. Objectively false. Objectively false. Like, they're the 1 seed with, or, you know, they win a shit ton of games with just a solo Jaylen Brown and the cast of Celtics in terms of, like, role players. Like, it's the same cast of role players, plus you're adding Paul George, plus Tatum is healthy. They're going to be the same, if not better. Like, that's a dumb as fuck take that they're a play-in team. 0-1, grounded, scooped up by the second baseman. Pumps, throws to first, out number 2. What's with Mona's cleats? I'm not sure.
I think they just came back from playing the Angels. I was talking to Aaron Boone, and he said something about Reed Detmers. He's like, he's figuring it out. He's a problem.
Durant color scheme looking straight TMNT for real.
Well, now, last 7 games, as I mentioned, you got 242.
Plus guys, yeah, exactly. How about the center they got from the Knicks? Yeah, Mitchell Robinson's a good one. Black gold looking rubbish. Wow. Throw throughout the rubbish. Pitch high inside corner, taken for a called strike, count 0-1. No way anyone hates Trout. What do you think? In the bin. Hates Trout. What do you think? Out, but, you know, like, 0-1 swung on, fouled off, count 0-2. Sent in a boss call for JB. Swung on, lifted, left. 0-2. Swung on, lifted, left field. Shut up, me. No one asked you. We better beat the Angels. Well, we'll see. 0-2, grounded by Narvaez. That's up the middle. That's through for a base hit. Good shit. Nice little single. I don't mind the Mike Conley pickup. You know, backup point guard. Responsible. Older guy. Yeah, why not? Surfside any good? Who knows, man?
You can only get patted on the back saying nice swing so many times before you're like, I just want to hit.
Duran with a sac fly to put
Top of the order, Nate Eaton, who's 0 for 1. He whipped in the first.
Run on the board for the Sox.
Sox grab an early lead. You know, oftentimes you see a center fielder like Siri there.
All right. What are the chances of the Celtics winning the play-in tournament this upcoming year? They're not going to be in the play-in. They're going to be a well in the playoff seed. 0-1. Swung on, lifted backwards, a foul ball. Count 0-2.
We've seen Cedon do it a few times, like almost that last step when he's about to dive, realizing he doesn't, just tries to smother it with a glove. And
I wouldn't be surprised he's almost 40. They're a middle of the pack East team, unfortunately. What has changed from last year's team, at least in terms of the regular season, compared to this year? Like, again, like, I don't understand. Jaylen Brown is not a better player than Jason Tatum. He is not. He never has been. Ever. At any point in his career. Tatum's going to be healthy. He's going to be the star player. He's going to have Paul George. He's going to have that entire cast. They will be the same team, at least in the regular season. 1-2, swung on a miss, strikes him out number 3. Will that translate to playoff success? Don't know. Like, maybe it won't. But, like, the idea they're going to take a significant step back in the regular season, that's ridiculous. That's absurd to me. Why the fuck would they? That makes no sense. That adds up to zero logic. You trust PG in the playoff? No, not really. That's why I said, like, in the regular season, I think they'll still win bare minimum 50 games.
All in one place.
Tatum's just never going to be the same. Not true. Kevin Durant is still scoring at an extremely high efficiency in his mid to late 30s post-Achilles. Mind you, KD tore his Achilles like 2 or 3 years older than Tatum was when he tore his Achilles.
Get the 8-piece for you.
Let's be honest. If you don't choose the right paint brand, painting can be a pain.
This doesn't look good.
It blows my mind they still have like top 5 odds for the championship. Like, see, that's a bit ridiculous. Losing your second best player and replacing him with 36-year-old Paul George doesn't mean you'll take a step back. Tatum didn't play for like 75% of that regular season, Chief.
Well, that was way easier.
Like, you're going to have Tatum that entire year. You're going to have a second best option, which the Celtics last year for most of the year did not have. The second option on the Celtics for most of the year was fucking Derek White. Derek White is now the third option. Guaranteed going into the season.
Now streaming on Hulu.
Like, Tatum came back late in the year recovering from an Achilles. He very much wasn't himself yet. Like, yeah, you're not going to hit the ground running off an Achilles. You need a bit of time. I expect Tatum to look like his relatively normal self this season.
one run and a solo shot, and this is how he got guys out. The changeup is fantastic. The sinker was a lot better.
Yeah, thank God they got rid of Canely.
That maybe we have seen, but the four-seamer still gets outs too on top of the zone.
They want Pritchard to take the Brunson leap. I don't know if he'll do that, but we'll see. Like, I think Pritchard could be...
Batting in Colorado, kind of like an outlier.
Your MC name would be post-Achilles. Hell yeah.
Like a Ranger Suarez out on the mound, you don't really see emotion.
One away. Pitch.
Too much.
Inside hanging versus strike count 1. In terms of their championship winning potential, they got worse. In terms of what the team would have been next year, like, yeah, they obviously would have been better with Jaylen Brown. I'm saying compared to last year's regular season, specifically, when you didn't have Tatum and it was just Brown running the show, they're going to be the same, if not better.
Traded in December 25.
Obviously, their odds to win a championship and them being a better team would have been better with Tatum and Brown as compared to fucking Tatum and Paul fucking George. You know, playoff PU. Quote Skip Bayless.
Never clicked for him offensively, defensively.
After the Yankees losing 7 games, they're beating the Twins. They always beat the Twins. That's always their rebound. 0-2 from Bennett. Way above the zone. Misses for a ball. Count 1-2.
Joe Adele on deck. Playing for an Angel franchise that has not gone to the playoffs.
What are your plans for the July? I'm planning on going to my dad's place. I'll probably haul up my setup. I'll still stream because he's got fiber internet now. So I'll haul up my one of my monitors. I'll take my PC with me and my sound system and head there. Sixers traded a podcaster for a Twitch streamer. True. Shout out to Podcast P.
They did. Some really good players.
2-2. Blowing inside, just misses, and now we get our own shitty ABS challenge because that was a ball. Son of a bitch, Narv. Son of a fucking bitch.
Asking for a challenge here.
He's so bad at this. Like, he's legitimately so bad at this. Remember the Middlebrooks obstruction game in 2013? Yeah, absolutely. That was fucking horseshit. I was pissed.
Strikeout, so
Maxie said he'll get on JB's stream and won't care what anyone says. Massive.
call it, but nobody on
Sixers, yeah.
count.
3-2. Swung on a miss, strikes him out number 2. Good pitch, a good fastball from Jake Bennett. 2 away in the bottom of the second inning. By the way, Mike Monahan, too, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you tuning in. What was that call? What do you mean?
Next to some of those teams. That 05 team I was on there.
D. White and PG should collab their podcasts for sure.
You walk in this building, you think,
Bottom of the second inning.
what an outstanding human
Bennett, here's the first pitch.
being. Big loss.
The only JB we care about now, guys, is Jake Bennett.
Dude,
Vlad Jr. was on that team. Benji Molina, Aaron Erstad, Adam Kennedy,
a lot of good players.
OC, Orlando.
0-1 for Joe Adele. Below the zone, misses for a ball. Count evens up here, 1-1.
Bench coach.
As the bench coach,
Woo-hoo-hoo.
what was that like?
You could tell right away. He just thought differently. The way he talked about the game. He was
Do you think of JT not writing a huge paragraph about JB on his Insta story? 1-1, swung on a miss. But can I just say, the state of sports discourse where, like, this is a thing is very funny to me.
clubhouse in his
Yeah, they clearly don't like each other that much. Like, they're very clearly not friends.
what are we doing here?
And, like, that's fine. Like, teammates do not have to be friends to win. Like, we've seen that throughout history. But yeah, like, they're clearly not friends. 1-2, lined first base side. Wilson's there, makes a catch out. Number 3, third inning. Here we go. 1-0 ball game. Sox lead. Think they end up trading Derek White? It's not off the table. I mean, it depends. Does Brad think that Derek White's fall off last year is just who he is now?
Free yourself from
Or, like, does he think, like, as, you know, going back to a third option that he'll, you know, come back to his regular efficiency? We'll see. We'll have to see.
ChatGPT, Claude, and
The Jake Bennett Sox stay on during sex? For real. You tell him.
Duck.ai is from DuckDuckGo, where AI is private and optional.
Trade Sam Hauser for Trey Murphy. Huge.
Wow, I had no idea how many of you would call me when I gave America my phone number. Over 85,000 people shared thoughts on the Whopper, Burger King, even a few busted signs.
All right.
They said fast food needs to do better.
Yeah, absolutely. He's absolutely the third option after Paul George.
Drive-through every time. Well, we heard you last
Without
week.
question. Paul George, I think, what, still averaged like 19 last year?
There's a new king. And it's
19 points per game, good three-point shooting on good efficiency.
Don't choose the right paint brand.
Still very good defender.
Can be a pain.
Sorry, 17.3 last year.
How much did we spend at that paint store?
Where did I get 19 from?
The wrong choice can make everything
That's the real question.
fall apart.
Maybe that's over his last couple years. I don't know. Maybe as a Sixer.
We made Bear Dynasty. With one coat coverage and an everyday low price, it's everything you've always wanted in a paint.
Bennett has really surprised me, for real.
Go with Bear. Now get 10% off when you buy 3 or more gallons.
Breslow called Brad, told him to trade their second best player for a washed-up player in picks, for real. Happy 4th, Hog. Happy 4th, dude. How you doing? Good to see you, Wazoo.
Summer's best, perfectly picked for you. Now and new at Target.
On the next dining playbook, Billy and Jenny, they're going to head up to Gloucester. They're going to check out you in at good.
Like this year, like Derek White, for the most part, as a second option,
Less than 360.
he averaged, I hate where they put points. Like he averaged 16.5 points a game. That was his career high. And it was also, I believe, on pretty bad efficiency by his standard. Yeah, he shot 39% from the floor. Grounded shortstops there, scooped up, throws over to first. Out number 1. That is a 50 percentage point drop from last year, or from 2024, 2025.
This in the open, it was at this time last year.
Where Paul George was shooting, averaging 17 points a game more. on
Sox were 43 and 45.
on 44% shooting. So he was more efficient, scoring more points. Pitch. Inside, middle, take it for a strike. Derek White. Yes, I was talking about Derek White with the first guy. Yeah. 39% from the floor. 0-1. Detmers looks in the pitch. Swung on, laced right field from Willier. That's a base hit. There should be extra bases. Bangs against the wall, picked up by Adele. Willier is safe over to second. There you go, runner at second, one away. 4 times Min, Josh 2, Philly 2, Boston. Can't wait to schedule for the Celtics this year and see when we play the Sixers. For real. Be funny it was opening night. Guarantee they get like a Christmas game or something. Celtics fans mad at me for still liking Jaylen Brown, being a fan of him. Like, fucking keep being a fan of Jaylen Brown. Fucking, you know, don't diss. It's not his fault he got fucking... I mean, it's partially his fault he got traded to Philly. It's one of the places he would sign with. Or, you know, accept a trade to. But... like, listen, man, Jaylen did a shit ton for, like, the community and all that shit. Every Celtics Sixers game that'll be on national TV this year. Good chunk of them will, for sure. It'll be great storylines. 1-0 is the count here. Runner at second, top of the third inning. Pitch. Way outside, misses for a ball. Count now 2-0. I don't know. People are downplaying, like, Paul George, like, that he's a bum. He's not a bum. He's just not a superstar anymore. He's not in his prime. Like, Paul George can still be a relatively okay second option. 2-0. Swung on and missed. Count now 2-1. Like, he still defends well. He still shoots the 3-ball efficiently. He still scores efficiently. Like, yeah, like I said, they'll be a worse playoff team. Who gives a fuck about Jaylen Brown? The Red Sox suck. Let me counter with who gives a fuck about the Red Sox? The Red Sox suck. Our system fits PG better? For sure. You won't have to carry as much defensive load just because everyone in the Celtics carries a defensive load for the most part. 3-1. Swung on, lifted from Wilson. Shallow right field. Adele comes in. He cannot make a play. That's a base hit. Willier advances over to third. We're going to have runners at first and third with one away here, top of the third inning. Is this the Devers trade or the Nomar trade? That's the question. I mean, I don't think there's any situation where they got better. Like, Nomar, like, oh, you traded him to improve your defense. What's worse, Nico trading fucking Luka is a stratosphere. A stratosphere worse than fucking trading Jaylen Brown. Luka's not, or sorry, JB is not on Luka's level. No. Like, what are we talking about? Luka's way worse. No. Jaylen's a better defender. Jaylen cannot score remotely in the same universe as Luka Doncic. Not even fucking close. In terms of efficiency, in terms of pure stats, like, fuck no. Luka Doncic just carried his team to a finals appearance. Jaylen Brown has never done that. He was never forced to be the guy to straight up carry a franchise. Ever. Never fucking done that. Luka did drag the Mavericks to a finals. They lost, but he did drag them there. If people give Allen Iverson credit for dragging the fucking Sixers to a finals, then you can give Luka credit for dragging that Mavericks team to a finals. That team wasn't that good. JB is not the worst traded in the city of Boston in the 2020s. I'd argue he's not fucking top 3 or top 2. Actually, wait, when was the Mookie trade made? 2020? 3-0, misses inside for a ball. Walked him, ball 4, bases loaded. Yeah, he's not top 2. The Betts trade is worse and the Devers trade is worse. Oh yeah, Mookie is gonna go into the Hall of Fame with a Dodgers hat on, guys. He's gonna go into the Hall of Fame with a Dodgers hat on. Jaylen Brown's not gonna be a Hall of Famer. Like, he's not. Great player, superstar, not a Hall of Famer.
So Romy has scored the only run so far tonight, trying to create a big inning for the Sox in the third.
He will be. Basketball Hall of Fame is a joke. I don't know, is he an Olympian? Because usually when people say it's a joke, like, usually, like, guys have gold medals to, like, you know, inflate their legacy. Yeah, I never stopped liking Mookie. I've always been I've always been a Mookie guy. Even when he's gone to the Dodgers, I have nothing against him. So many shit trades from Boston teams. They're really bad. Where do you rank Babe Ruth trade to New York? That's probably the worst trade in the history of Boston sports. It's up there. Pitch inside middle taken for a strike, count 0-1. He doesn't have a gold medal yet? Yeah, he's not making the Hall of Fame. Absolutely not. I mean, if he makes Team USA for the next Olympic cycle and wins, we'll see. Or for the next couple. He's still relatively young. 0-1, way inside for a ball. Count evens up here, 1-1. I think if he played his entire career, his number would have been retired in Boston. Now, definitely not. No, for sure not. It's a high bar. It's a high bar to get your number retired. 1-1. Swung on, grounded, first base side. That's through for a hit. Beautiful. Runner rounds around third, comes home. The other runner advances to third. There we go, boys. RBI single. That was Romy Gonzalez, I believe. His second of the game. Sox lead 3-0. Sox actually coming out swinging the bat a bit. By the way, love to see Romy come out here, man, and really start swinging it. Love to see that. Like I said, man, like he's a big addition to this team if he gets back to his form from the last 2 years here.
He just stays on this heater, doesn't try to do too much with it, hits the hole, and gets rewarded with a couple RBIs. Big game already here from Romy.
Yeah, be aggressive for sure. One away, runners on first and third. Pitch for Jarren Duran. Duran squares to bunt, pulls it back. It's a ball, luckily. Count 1-0, probably should have been a strike.
It's left on left. It's not a fun at bat. He's hitting seventh down there against him. Get speed on third base. Even though you showed in your
Why the fuck are they re-sign
Well, bring it with you.
Ron, his brother's light years better. 1-0. It is bunted by Duran. No play at home plate. The throw to first is offline. Duran is going to advance over to second. Beautiful. No play from Grisham. It's 4-0 Red Sox. That's awesome. Let's go. Duran, maybe for the first time in recorded history, puts a bunt down successfully. It was supposed to be a suicide squeeze to get the runner home. That part worked. And then also, fucking the pitcher just, I mean, it's not a great throw. The first baseman has to have that. How do you not catch that, you dumbass? What a moron.
Gets one in and gets second and third.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Pitch, looping curveball, top of the zone, taken for a strike, count 0-1. It's a high bar. It's a high bar to get. Five-time All-Star, Finals MVP. Like, that's not enough for a Hall of Fame, man. It's not. Not even the Basketball Hall of Fame. How many first-team All-NBA? I guess it's probably 0. How many second-team All-NBA? Probably a couple. 1-1 is the count. Runners at second and third. Pitch from Detmers. Swung on, foul tip backwards. If he played his entire career, his number would have been retired in Boston. Not. Angels are a great team. And Logan O'Hoppe apparently is a little bit hurt. Or not. To get your number retired.
Get back to like who you are
Swung on, ground.
for a period of time. And you look at your
It's a
lineup.
high bar. It's a.
Sadon. Oh, Brayu's a threat. Durbin's been swinging it. Romy.
O'Hoppe trying to walk it off.
Monasterio, Narvaez.
They really are the Hall of very good. Angels is a toilet team. They're slightly worse than us, for real. There we go, boy.
Turn into 2-0. Steal
2 All-NBA second team? Like, yeah, that's not near enough. That's not a Hall of Famer.
in this final week.
I feel like even if I compare to the Basketball Hall of Fame, like, which, again, like, you guys are not wrong that it is a pretty low standard compared to most Hall of Fames. Like, that ain't good enough. Because All-Star games mean nothing. All-NBAs is what they give a shit about. That, like, Defensive Player of the Years, regular season MVP, where you finish in the regular season MVP standings.
Square off that face. Rattled him a lot. Knocking him back.
It's coming out.
Wow.
Logan O'Hoppe is injured. He's coming out of the game.
Going right down the tunnel. So he tried to hang in there. Catchers always do. A different breed they are. But you could tell he was dizzy.
Suzuki being a former catcher, he's Knows that feeling and knows when it's time to bring you out and try to play through it, but now's not the time. Protect your player.
Oh, you're a fan of Jordan Hicks, right? Oh, yeah. I'm definitely noted Jordan Hicks guy. Big Jordan Hicks guy. My point is he's got another almost 10 years to build on it. I mean, yeah, but, like, again, I just don't think he's going to be the clear-cut number one option on that Sixers team. It's going to be a collective effort. How many possessions is he taking away from Tyrese Maxey, who is, like, the de facto point guard of that team? Like, who is very much like a guy who loves getting to the rim. Like, who is ball dominant in his own way. Like, I just don't think he's going to be able to put up those kinds of numbers to really stack up a bunch of all-NBA teams. I just don't.
And the Angels got to get somebody else geared up and behind home plate.
And again, VJ Edgecombe's only getting better. He's only going to need more touches. Braun's brother's light years better. Bunted. It is bunted. It is. Oh, no. It is bunted by Duran. Nope. 1-2. Jordan Hicks, baby. Shame the Sox traded him away. Jonty Billups, 3-time All-NBA, 1 championship Hall of Famer. Again, Olympic resume. Like, fucking, how many gold medals does he have? Also, 3-time All-NBA. Is that first team or second team? Because that matters. If it's first team, that's more impressive.
Spot in the lineup, which is 9th. Ohapi never got a chance to swing tonight. So Tyler Heineman will be their new catcher. And the Red Sox who presented
Doesn't have an Olympic resume. FIBA World Championship, though. He won a gold in Turkey. He won 2007 in the FIBA Americas Championship. And, what the fuck was going on at the 1995 the Olympic Sports Festival? I've never heard of that before. That shit is so fugazi. So, like, wait, what not? Has Jaylen Brown won shit for America for non-Olympic competition? Because I wouldn't be surprised if he's won there. No, nothing. Like, there's nothing at all. Like, no, like, random fugazi shit. Lost his one FIBA. Yeah, he's a bum. Bum! 1-2 is the count. Runners is second, third. All right, sorry. I was going to put a clip out for my Duran thing. There's too many things happening at the same time. NBA Hall of Fame, a different story. They retire a lot of numbers in Boston. They retired KG's. KG's also like a better player than Jaylen has ever been. Like, especially like with the Celtics.
Did have a 7-day IL stint for concussion. I don't know. There's been a few of them. There's been one since, but it was last year.
And would not be shot.
2-2 is the count. Runners at second and third.
He was knocked off his pins. Popped up behind.
Swung on, popped up. First base side. First baseman's there, makes a catch out. Number 2, runners are still safe at second and third. Jonty Billups, 2004 NBA champion, Finals MVP, 5-time NBA All-Star, 3-time All-NBA. That's first team, correct? I'm assuming so. 2-time NBA All-Defensive second team. 03-04 NBA champion, Detroit Pistons. Billups is supremely underrated. Also, again, and I need to put emphasis on this, Jonty Billups was the best player on his championship team. Jaylen Brown is not. Never been first team. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. Because that does matter.
Red Sox already have 6 hits off Detmers.
Jaylen Brown is a better professional than Roman Anthony is. I mean, yeah, to this point. Jaylen Brown's been in the league for a decade, and he's won a title. Roman hasn't done that yet. He's been in the league for 2 years. All right, 1-1 is the count here. Runners at second and third.
Right into the All-Star break.
0-2. Swung on. Son of a bitch. Did I not download the fucking Duran clip? Pitch high and outside, misses for a ball.
61 here already, so I'm down to third.
0-2. Swung on, lifted. Okay, what the fuck?
125 in this inning, and Heineman puts his hands up.
That's annoying. All right, well, I guess I have to find the clip again. I must have deleted it on accident.
Started it with a double.
Or I must have closed the tab like an idiot.
Sox have scored 3 times so
1-0.
far in the inning.
It is. Pitch low inside, misses for a ball.
That's a swing and a miss. 2-2.
Slider really tied him up, took a shot. Sees a little off balance as well, thinking heater in her half.
Need Eaton on deck. Detmer's home with a pitch.
2-2 lifted right center field from Narvaez. Odell's there, makes a catch out number 3. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Here we go. Rip Hamilton was the best player on that team. Shout out to Rip Hamilton, man. Fucking Rip Hamilton, baby. I feel like that's not true. I didn't watch it, though, to be fair. 03-04. What was Rip Hamilton averaging in 03-04? I know it was very much a collective effort from that team in a lot of ways.
Let's be honest. If you don't choose the right paint brand, painting can be a pain.
Bro was averaging, what, like 15 points a game?
How much do we spend?
Some shit.
Way too much.
The wrong choice can make everything.
Ben Wallace, definitely arguable. Definitely arguable for sure. That's a good take.
That's why
Good take.
Bear Dynasty.
That's a hashtag good take.
Coverage and an everyday low price. It's
It was a collectivist effort for sure.
That was way easier.
I feel like the consensus is Chauncey was the best on that team, but it's close.
Happy birthday, America. This is the furniture you waited 200
Chauncey is a very funny name, by the way.
Sedona Power reclining sofa, genuine leather seats, the Homeworks dining set, lift top storage, the Solitude bedroom, over 700 5-star.
JB Slander needs to stop.
Made from one
Bro got a big mouth and he got paid the concessions. That's it. KG wasn't a better Celtic.
where America shops.
A better Celtic in like what way though? They both won the same amount of time. JB probably spent more time here, for sure. 1 second.
Another one. To focus on your game, you gotta clear your head. The active
Let's see. JB spent 9 years here. KG was here for what, 5-6 years probably.
Own the pitch, not the itch.
How long was KG a Celtic? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seasons. Okay. Then he got traded to the Nets, obviously. You never answered when the stream started, but how did Wilson get to play today? Oh, it's because he's appealing the decision. You get to play while you're appealing. My apologies. It's not slander to say Kevin Garnett's a better player than Jaylen Brown. He is. All time he is, and like, he was definitely, I think, in my opinion, a more important member to his Celtics team's title than Jaylen Brown was to that Celtics team's title. IMO. Did Jaron just crank his hog at me? Maybe. All right, damn it, it's been too late. This is grounded third base side, a foul ball. Shout out Jaron. Brad and Chris, shut the fuck up, bro. Way more community involvement. That is a great take. And yeah, if you want to say that's absolutely a reason why he's a, you know, like he means more to the city, sure, 100%. That's a good take. Absolutely a good take. 0-2 is the count here. Bitch. Never hear if I said Jaylen Brown is a bad player or that, like, he's a bad person. He's not. I think the hit piece shit about him is fucking stupid. I think it's insanely stupid and comes off extremely fucking, like, bad for the Celtics. It does not make them look good. Third base side, picked up by Durbin, throws to first out, number 1. What are the hog odds the Sox make the playoffs? Give me like 3%. See that video of Josh Allen getting help with his golf swing? I did not. Celtics pulling a John Henry with hit pieces? For sure, brother, for sure. It's one of those things with Jaylen Brown where, like, he's legitimately a great player. The Celtics would be better with him. But, like, he's sometimes put in conversations he doesn't belong in. Pitch inside middle taken for a strike. It's like how Jalen Brunson, like, now is getting put in a lot of conversations he doesn't belong in because he won that title with the Knicks. 0-1, pitch. Swung on and missed. Count 0-2. You gotta watch it. It's sus. Massive. It's like Among Us.
But it feels like it's headed that way. In the old days, you had to wait until your club got to New York.
0-2. Way outside. Misses for a ball. Count now 1-2. I have no problem with West Coast games. Honestly, I kind of like him. Yeah. Like, if you say Jaylen Brown's a better Celtic because of, like, his impact to the city and, like, what he meant to the people, I'm not going to argue with that. That's fine. Great play from Durbin. It's a soft liner. Durbin, like, reaches out and, like, just goes full stubbo extension mode. Great play. Out number 2. That was beautiful. Great play. That was not an easy play to make at all. He took a base hit away. The Derbster. Freedom of speech is free, but don't expect nothing to happen in return. Everything's going the Sox way so far. So far, indeedly do. All right, first pitch from Jake Bennett. He did do the jump, man. Pitch way outside, misses for a ball. Count 1-0. The season's so bad we're talking basketball and Premier Baseball stream. Hell yeah. To be fair, like, the Celtics are a very hot topic of conversation right now. That Jaylen Brown trade is absolutely the biggest thing going on in Boston sports at the moment. So people want to talk about it, and that's fine with me. Fuck, dude. Like, you know, the stream, we talk about anything. 1-1, way below the zone, misses for a ball. Count 2-1. Did you see LeBron's whiteboard? I did not see LeBron's whiteboard. Is it a bad trade? It is absolutely a bad trade. The Celtics got worse. 2-1. Swung on, grounded foul. Like, in the circumstances, like, yeah, apparently you only make that trade if, like, Jaylen Brown said, I'm never playing another game as a Celtic, and the fucking, the situation was irreparable. So clearly that's why the deal was made. But yeah, they got worse. Of course it's a bad trade. 2-2. Pitch. Swung on and missed. Strikes him out. Great fastball above the zone. Out number 3. 4th inning. Here we go. 4-0 ball game. Sox lead. Is it the Devers trade or Mookie? Who even knows, man? I'd say it's like, me personally, fucking, I think those two are worse. Low 781. Thank you for the follow. It's a horrible trade we shall be talking about what Breslow's doing to us. We talk about it every day, man. You know, like, we're well aware. He sucks. But yeah, Los, thank you for the follow, buddy. Appreciate you tuning in. The decision all over again. I cannot believe LeBron's leaving the Lakers, to be completely honest. I just thought he was going to ride his career out there, straight up. At this point, like, I'm assuming he just goes to, like, Cleveland? Maybe? Maybe Miami goes and plays with Giannis. It would make their lineup fill out a lot better, for sure. I still don't know if they'd really be that deep of a team.
Let's be honest.
I mean, if you really wanted to go to a contender, I mean, you could, you know, go to, like, the Knicks. Like, LeBron would be a pretty good fit on that Knicks team. He'd go to the Celtics. I just don't think he'd ever go to the Celtics, honestly. I just don't think he likes Boston like that, straight up. Rockies have the Giants in a chokehold. I want him in Boston so bad. I feel like he's a Knick. When I think about it, I feel like LeBron has always talked about loving playing in New York and in the Garden. Rich Paul said no Knicks because he won't join the champs. Okay. Fair enough. LeBron is the master of the narrative ball. He does understand that. Would he go to Denver? That'd be interesting, man. I feel like he'd work really well with Jokic, for sure. He'd be the missing piece for that team, man. Honestly, I just don't know if bro would be hanging out in Denver like that. Golden State, I feel like, is lame. Like, go and enjoy, like, historically your biggest rival. Like, Golden State is the reason LeBron James is not like a 5 or a 6-time NBA champion. He won't go to Denver because he doesn't want to be in Denver. He wants to go to a big city. Yeah, that's valid. Why would he announce that he's leaving before announcing a new team? Just to let Lakers fans know going ahead, I'm not coming back. That's honestly kind of courteous. He does love Steph and Dre, but I just think it's lame. Like, from a competitive standpoint, I think that's lame as fuck. Do you disagree? Like, do you guys disagree with that? Or is that just me? Or am I just being, you know, dumb old guy about that kind of shit? Knicks are out because they won the chip. If they didn't, I would say, because he'd be, like, LeBron, like I said plenty of times, he loves playing in New York. The fact that he's even considering Boston is kind of crazy to me. Yeah, I mean, he's always made his stance pretty clear that he fucking does not like the city of Boston. 0-2 is the count here for Nate Eaton. Reed Detmers looks in, and here's the pitch. Way inside, misses for a ball, count 1-2.
Detmers had allowed only 23 hits in the last 4.
Third time in the lineup. It's the 4th inning. It's epic. I think he's old enough, it doesn't matter. He goes to old Golden State. They won't win a championship. 1-2 in the dirt. Checks his swing, and he's able to get it. He's able to keep his swing checked. I don't know. I think they'd be a contender. I think LeBron's still pretty damn good. I think Steph is still pretty damn good. They're obviously old. It's for sure the unction. For sure the unction. But, like, I wouldn't give them a 0% chance. If they went to a playoff series healthy, I think they'd legitimately have a chance against anybody. 2-2. I don't think they'd be able to keep up with Oklahoma City, though. I think Oklahoma City is just too young and too relentless. And, honestly, the Spurs, the same deal. If I'm him, I'm getting the fuck out of the West. I am not going to the West if I'm LeBron James. I'm going to the East. Yeah, 5 years ago, it's one of the greatest super teams to ever do it. 2-2, swung on, lifted foul. We stay even up here 2-2. I don't want any part of the Thunder. I don't want any part of the Spurs if I'm LeBron James. Your odds of making a championship are way higher if you go to the East. Way fucking higher. 2-2, swung on, foul back. Yeah, Junior Caminero is a stud, man. Absolute stud.
Detmers out of the University of Louisville. While he was there, he pitched for Brewster on the Cape. Lou Merlone, the Brewster Whitecaps. Correct.
10 home runs in 10 games for Caminero. Guy's a fucking animal. 2-2, swung on, lined foul. Heard an interesting segment on EEI, how private equity is invested in NBA teams. Some are calling the shots. Well, yeah. Private equity is a fucking scourge, a cancer that has inflicted almost all of our favorite sports. Like, the function of private equity is to make a product shittier and take advantage of its pre-existing brand recognition to basically extort and squeeze every penny out of the product and out of the consumer before disposing it and moving on to the next thing. Like, private equity has no interest in making a product good. They have interest in maximizing profits. They don't give a shit.
Tonight, giving Abreu a day off, long stretch here, long road trip.
Imagine he goes to Toronto. How funny would that be? That's like the reverse Golden State. Pitch, swung on, popped up, very weakly hit. First baseman drifts over, settles under it, makes a catch, out number 2. He's like, yeah, there's like no franchise more synonymous with being owned by LeBron James than the Toronto Raptors. Won't go to Miami, doesn't fit his play style at all. I think he'd be a great fit on the Raptors, man. Him and Kawhi. Hog Nation meetup, Friday, July 17th at 1:35 p.m. Indeed, EMT Pirate, indeed. Two-way, top of the 4th inning. I mean, there's a reason why, like, fucking... Like, private equity, like, is the reason, like, you know, fucking, like, they buy up all the houses. It makes housing more shitty for everyone else. It's the same deal. A lot of people got introduced to, like, how bad it is just because of sports. Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. Whoa. 1-0. Swung on, fouled off. Count evens up here, 1-1. Can you do the thing where you predict each pitch? To be honest, I only do that when, like, it's one of those games where the Sox very obviously don't have it, because then they become extremely predictable. Like, it becomes very easy and obvious of what they're going to do. 1-1. It's not obvious what they're going to do right now. I think right now would be a bad time to bet on them. Forgot that that was a team and I live in Tampa. Hilarious. Thank God it was. Yeah, he was a bad fit, man. I don't know why he was so shit. He only wants to go to Intender, so it's down to the T-Wolves. Sixers, Cavs, Celtics. 2-1. Swung on a miss. Count evens up here, 2-2. Sixers, Cavs, Celtics, Mavs, Heat, Nuggets, Warriors. I think he'd be a great fit on the Celtics. I think he'd be a great fit on the Timberwolves. I think he'd work amazingly with Anthony Edwards. Straight up. I think he would be a perfect fit on the Timberwolves, legitimately. 2-2. Lone outside, misses for a ball. Count now 3-2. Mavs, like, they're not a true contender, though, right? Like, they're interesting. for sure. They're very young. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lifted, foul. But in the West, like, they had no chance for a title next year, in my opinion. Like, yeah, you reunite with Kyrie, obviously. Who the fuck used ABS on the Sox? It was Narv. Narv fucked one up on a pitch inside. Yeah, exactly. Playing with Kyrie, but again, it'd be interesting. 3-2. Fouled this one back. We stay 3-2. Yeah, Braun and the Celtics would be a very big fever dream. I know him and Paul George are friends, aren't they not? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. T-Wolves would be the coolest, but yeah, I don't think he'd live in Minnesota either, Pats fan. I agree. I think that would be the big hindrance. 3-2. In the dirt, walked him, ball 4. Wemby will own the West for the next decade. If he stays healthy, I agree. I think it will be close. I wouldn't be surprised if the Spurs and the Thunder take turns knocking each other off, because that Thunder team is no joke, man. That's a damn good fucking basketball team. On the board was Brad JT. That's it, for real. By the way, the Celtics are debatably the favorite in the West if they get LeBron James, just straight up. Because LeBron becomes your second option. Now Paul George is your third option. And now fucking Derek White's your fourth option. There we go. Stolen base here for Willier. Takes advantage of the ball bouncing and getting away. Runner at second. No two-way. Top of the 4th inning. Hog deal the moment Volpez is out of the lineup. Yankees win. Huge. OKC not a big enough market to financially compete long term. But like they've been so smart with their asset management and draft picks that like for the next like 2 to 3 years minimum, they're going to be fucking amazing. Plus, like, don't like they have an absurd treasure trove of like incredible picks. 1-1. Sam Presti did a crazy job, man. 1-1. Swung on, lifted by Contreras, left field. Left fielder settles under it, makes a catch, out number 3, bottom of the 4th. Here we go. 4-0 ball game. Sox lead.
The name of the business is Legacy Catering. We all were talking about.
Let's see let me look at their picks they got. Let's see. In 2026, they have Utah's pick, protected 1 through 8. They have Philly's pick, which is 1 through 4 protected. They have their own. So that's 3 picks this year in the first. They have 3 picks in 2027, which is 2027 is the Clippers pick that they have a swap with. They have a top 5 protected Denver Nuggets pick, and they have a Spurs pick that's protected 1 through 16. So that's another 3 picks in the first round. 2028 is, oh wow, thin year in 2028 for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Only 1 first-round pick, where they have Dallas's pick. They have the right to pick swap. And then they have 3 seconds. 2029, they have their own and Denver's pick, which 2029, who knows where Denver will be at that point, man.
Non-tappers untapped 7% more hard hits. Catch the game like never before.
And then 2030, they have their own. That's when their treasure trove of first-round picks ends. So over the course of the next couple of years, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 7 first-round picks over the next 3 years. The Mavs could have had Luka and Brunson. True. They really could have. It's true. Brunson, they literally did have them, and then they let Brunson walk. This came out. Ant LaMelo, LeBron, and the T-Wolves would be tough. It would, man. I forgot LaMelo's a fucking T-Wolf. I cannot believe the Hornets made that trade, man. You're worse. I get it. He's a frustrating player. He doesn't play defense consistently enough. But like when you have a guy that's that offensively talented, man, you work with him. You try to figure it out. It's just a horrible trade. This is why you guys suck ass. Pitch was swung on, fouled off, count 0-1. Yeah, the all-traded for Paul George team. Goddamn. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, KP re-signed to the Warriors. If he can stay healthy, it'd be huge for them. 0-1 is the count here for Bennett. He has been insanely efficient. He's at 37 pitches. Pitch outside, misses for a ball. Count evens up 1-1. LaMelo sucks. No, he does not. What are we talking about, brother? No, he absolutely does not. He sucks at driving. He for sure like is a threat on the road. Well, this is a guy who averaged 20 points a game on 40% shooting and 36% almost 37% from three. Shoots almost 90% from the free throw line. 2-1 swung on, fouled off, while also averaging 7 assists per game. Like, LaMelo is very much a high-octane offensive player. The dude is a offensive dynamo. Now, does he defend? Not really. Like, not very well. What about a Bradley Beal minimum deal? Finally get him and Tatum together. I feel like fucking, like, just Bradley Beal just has this stench on him, you know? Ever since his time in Phoenix. 2-2 is the count. Bennett, the pitch for Neto. Way above the zone. Misses for a ball. Count 3-2. Or like LaMelo butt. Got him. Brad, get it done. Get the vet minimum. 3-2. Bennett, here's the pitch. Swung on, lifted. Weakly hit. Right field. Carries a bit further than I thought, but still doesn't make it to the warning track. Eaton's there. Makes a catch out. Number 1. Lowry signing a one-day contract with the Raptors, so he should retire. Yeah, that's how it should go. He was a great Raptor. He's basically a worse Trae Young. Trae Young's great. Again, like, Trae Young is overhated on. Like, listen, just because Trae Young can't be the best player on a championship team, does that not mean that he is a bad player? Just because LaMelo Ball can't be the best player on a championship team does not mean he's a bad player. This is grounded third base side, scooped up by Wilson, steps on second, out number 2. LaMelo Ball could probably be like the second best player on a, like at least a team that pushes deep in the playoffs.
The Angels just dismissed their general manager.
I feel like if he really wants to be a championship caliber player, he needs to put a bit more effort defensively for sure. Like, that's not a bad player at all. Two-way, bottom of the 4th, pitch. Blown outside, misses for a ball, count 1-0. Lowry signing a one-day contract with the Raptors so he can retire. I read that already. I'm a fucking idiot. A Time Lord reunion would be an emotional Band-Aid. If only he could stay healthy, man. 1-0, outside, misses for a ball. Count 2-0. I feel like Trae Young could be the second best player on a championship team pretty easily. Like, yeah, like you need a real number 1 best player on the team, but like if you ask me like can Trae Young put together an offensive performance a la like, you know, a Kyrie Irving like in the Cavs championship run? Like, yeah, I could see that happening. 2-1 swung on, lifted, left field. Durant comes in, settles under it, makes a catch out, number 3. 5th inning, here we go. 4-0 ball game. Sox lead. Hugo Baby, a menace on defense. Massive. Hugo Baylor, way better than Beal in the big 2-6. Massive. Yeah, that Leo Carlson offer sheet. Good on the Flyers for making things interesting, man. Which, the thing is the Ducks ownership is infamously kind of cheap. And what's really interesting about that offer sheet is not just that it's $18 million per, it's $60 million guaranteed in signing bonuses over the first 3 years. So there's a chance that even if like they're willing to do that kind of cap hit for Leo Carlson, ownership might not be willing to sign off on giving him $60 million guaranteed over upfront for the first 3 years because they're cheap. AJ Devanza could be that true number 1 option. He absolutely could be, for sure. Dude, super talented. Leo's worth, I mean, for the Flyers, it's definitely worth it. It's insane, but I think it's worth it. They need a number 1 center. He is a number 1 center. What are 4 first-round picks that are all pegged to be probably like, you know, 20th or worse? Like, what are those worth to you compared to a franchise center? Like, Leo Carlson is a franchise center for them, easily. 25, he's only getting better. He's a point-per-game guy. Responsible defensively. Willing to beat someone up. Craig running the deadline. We're fucked. Real. Yeah, I finished Ocarina of Time. I saw someone ask that. Yeah, I finished it. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing Ocarina of Time, for sure. Final boss was epic. Water Temple was... I'm trying to think like what my favorite dungeon in the game was. It's either like the Forest Temple or the Water Temple. Water Temple was a little frustrating, but I think it was frustrating in the fun way and not the bullshit I'm irritated way.
Inning 5 is powered by Salem 5 Bank. Red Sox ahead 4-0 to the 5th inning. Nice crowd here.
We love talking puck, brother. All right, Reed Detmer stands in the first pitch here for Caleb Durbin. Outside, misses for a ball. Count 1-0.
When the Red Sox got those 3 runs in the 3rd inning, you could hear the Let's Go Sox chants all over the ballpark.
A lot of jerseys. Oh, you come out on the West Coast. You don't get to see many games, so they got to come in and watch.
1-0. Looping curveball, top of the zone, taken for a strike. Count evens up here, 1-1. Yeah, post a link about hockey. I'm down. I'm down to clown with that. Are you an MCU guy? Kinda. Like I like Infinity War. 1-1. I like the Spider-Man movies. Like I haven't seen everything. There's some great MCU movies I haven't seen. Like I haven't seen The Winter Soldier. I haven't seen Civil War. 2-1 inside, misses for a ball. Count 3-1. Hugo's Mono Ginobili reincarnated as the Ark will foretell. Massive.
Red Sox. Sure.
Saw him playing last night.
You did.
I got problems.
Thor Ragnarok. I've seen Thor Ragnarok. I love that one. I really enjoyed that one. 3-1 is hit very well from Durbin left field. Hooking. That is gone. A solo shot for Caleb Durbin. Beautiful. Pulling a home run just as Craig Breslow envisioned with his 3rd eye. 8th home run of the season. Sox lead 5-0. Beautiful. Good shit for Stubby. The fucking Stubster kid.
Ground ball to short, and the commitment to stay inside the ball, get it in the air, especially against sinkers right from right.
The great Durbinski.
Up the middle of the field, but then lefty's going to take a shot and just kind of hooks this thing down the line. He's got 8 home runs.
He's playing way better, man. Does that put his OPS above 800 or 700 finally? Not yet. He's up to a 690. I still haven't seen Supergirl. I've been busy as fuck. I plan to. I'm still going to.
93. Again, getting through it.
Excuse me.
You know, not cutting your swing off, not rolling.
I'm going to see my dad tomorrow. I think he wants to see it too, so we'll probably go see it together at some point.
It's to right center, down the right field line, left center, right? Just get the ball in the air anywhere.
You throw your stumps in the air if you're a true player.
This stadium.
A Red Sox home run presented by your New England area Audi dealers. First of the series for the Red Sox, up 5-0.
Or Ragnarok. I've
Bringing up Romy Gonzalez.
that one.
Halfway to a cycle.
Pitch swung on and missed. Count.
Oh, man. Also has a 2-run single.
Really enjoyed that one. 3-1 is hit very. Really enjoyed that one. 3-1 is. Enjoyed that one. 3-1 is hit very well from Durbin left field. 0-1 swung on, foul tipped. Count 0-2. Ragnarok. I've seen Thor Ragnarok. I love that one.
A day off yesterday. And guess what my partner Lou decides he's going to do in the evening with his team?
0-2 is the count here, boys. Pitch. Blown outside. Misses for a ball. Count 1-2.
For something to do.
Yeah. Well, my old teammate, one of my best friends, lives up here. We play golf in the morning. He said he's got tickets to it. His seats are like 12 rows behind the dish. He's like,
2 off the plate.
I know you watch a lot of baseball, but you want to go. When was the last time you have gone to a game and sat in a seat like that, maybe had an adult beverage or two, and just watched a baseball game? I haven't done it in a long time. It was actually a ton of fun.
I've done the adult beverage thing, but not at a ball game.
Hit very well. 2-2 chopper. Very weakly hit by Romy, but foul. Just rolls foul. Space Mountain is awesome. My favorite ride at Disney World, for sure.
But also a little concerned for you because
Insane stat for July, July 4th. Yankees had 6 of their 9 opening day starters. Their numbers 2 and number 4 starters on IL. Number 1 hitting and pitching prospect on the IL. God damn. It's time for Hog to give Durbin those cheeks after talking so early. What is going on in the chat? That is insane. It's a wild thing to say.
Yeah, a little advanced scouting and pass the reports on.
2-2. Swung on a miss, strikes him out. Out number 1, unfortunately. So 1 away for Romy. We go to the number 7 hitter, Jaron Duran.
They were down 6-0 after 2. Sasaki got whacked around. And it was 8-6 Dodgers after the 4th. It just kept coming.
they're an absolute machine.
Why do they always? Sea-Dog Derbster, for real.
So isn't Turner.
One away. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss below the zone. It's a slider. Count 0-1.
It's a show.
That is some lineup they have. Where does Teoscar Hernandez?
How's your evening, Hog? Sorry, came in non-PG-13. My evening's going great. How are you doing, man? Why is the show Wilson in the lineup? Because he is in the lineup. 0-1. Swung on, fouled this one off. He's appealing his suspension. You get to play while you're appealing. Does Bennett get to go the 7th? I mean, he's tracking for it, for sure. He's been pitching great. I want to say he's not even at 50 pitches yet. Yeah, he's at 47 pitches as of right now. I think he'd easily get to the 7th. Depends like what they have for his pitch count. Brent kind of grimaces there after fouling that one off. He's fine, though. Staying in the game. 0-2 is the count.
June was a nightmare. Now you start in July, right? So now you got an opportunity like, okay, turn the page, start a new month, put a good month together.
Ben has been amazing. Dude, he's been incredible. Straight up incredible. Like, I did not think he would ever be this good. And I hope he keeps this up, man. He's been phenomenal.
As the Sox are on top 5-0. And to this point, a very nice way to begin this road trip. A ways to go tonight, but to get 5 fast like this against a tough lefty.
1-2 strikes him out, unfortunately. Slider below the zone, out number 2.
2 away. Monasterio will swing next.
You know, wasn't the strangest thing that happened last night? We walked in, it was a giveaway night.
Yeah.
They gave away Pokemon cards.
They gave you the card?
Yeah, I walked in, the guy handed me one. Here you go, it's a giveaway. This Pokemon card. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. After I get
Across all sports, what teams do you follow the most? Well, you're watching me watch the one that I follow the most. It's the Red Sox. It's the Pats, for sure, are my second most. Third most is like fucking 0-1. Outside is for the ball. Probably the Leafs, honestly. And then 4th is the Celtics. 5th is Liverpool, I'd say, probably. Because I think I watched more Celtics game this last year than I watched Liverpool games, which I want to watch more Liverpool. I mean, I'll be watching more Celtics next year, too, because there's not going to be any fucking baseball. So I need to justify my existence at this fucking company and start doing some other shit. Other than just football, which obviously I'm going to be doing football.
and I still look at it that way. Sure, I'm not greedy.
All right, 1-2, way inside, misses for the ball. Bobby going to Leafs. Like what? Robertson, like Jason Robertson, no fucking chance Jason Robertson goes to the Leafs. I don't think he wants to play in Canada. He's one of those guys where he's just not a Canadian guy. Some dudes don't like playing in Canada. Detmer's gonna have a bit of a Bobrovsky. I'm a fucking idiot. Well, no one calls him Bob. They call him Bob. What is this LARP? No one calls Bobrovsky Bobby. They call him Bob. You fuck. Shout out to the MT Pirate. We love him. All right. John Henry could sell the Sox. Only likes Liverpool. I do like Bobrovsky. I like that signing. I do. He had a bad year last year, but also that Panthers team is dog shit. Everyone was hurt. Which asshole in here needs a sub at Hogdale? 3-2 lifted by Monasterio. Center field. Going back. Not back enough. Makes the catch. Out number 3. Jason Robertson is Robbo. Interesting. Bottom of the 5th, here we go. Who deserves a sub in here? I mean, there's a couple guys. Like Josh Jacobs Enjoyer is in here quite a bit. He deserves a sub. EMT Pirates in here quite a bit. I would say he deserves a sub. 31.2 calling it now. Tatum's just not that kind of guy. Like, if they asked him to take on that level of scoring load, I think he could do it. I think he probably averages like 26 or 27. Maybe 28. I don't know. How would you fix this team during the deadline and during the season? You do any Patriot streams? Yes, I absolutely do Patriot streams for every game. Before games, usually not. I usually just do the games, but who knows? Maybe we'll add some new shit. What was your reaction to the Jaylen Brown trade? Obviously a bad trade, but like I understand they did it because like the situation appeared to be irreparable. It's one of those things where, like, they obviously be better, like I said earlier, with Brown and Tatum. But I will say, like, in terms of, like, the results of the Celtics last year in the regular season to this year, I don't think there's going to be any drop-off. I think they'll basically be the exact same team regular season-wise. Because Tatum missed basically all of last year, so it was just Brown. We're like, they're going to have Tatum, and then also, like, they brought in Paul George to be a number 2. And Derek White can go back to being a number 3. Jake the Snake McCarthy putting up 20 in fantasy. Massive.
Here's to our team and Zoom CX's AI first solutions.
Hashtag sell, sell, sell.
Working landscaping and construction. You find out really quickly that you need gear that's built to last.
Was it? No. I said this earlier. The Luka trade is so much worse in every facet. Tatum finally spoke about it. Such a weird... Yeah, they're not friends. It's very obvious they're not friends. And that's okay. You don't have to be friends.
Back here in Anaheim, Red Sox pushing their lead to 5-0 after the solo shot from Caleb Durbin. Really a nice start to this longest road trip of the year.
Like, if Tatum and Brown were best friends, that trade never happens. Straight up. That's just how it works.
In a date with the Mets, and I was talking with Romy Gonzalez earlier today, and he's not oblivious to the fact, he says, with where we are in the standings and what can happen if we don't string together some good weeks and have a close to the
1-0. Bottom of the zone, taken for a strike. Count evens up 1-1.
If you guys recall, they won 10 straight games heading into the Midsummer Classic. Romy says they're trying to replicate that, finish this first half strongly, and he's doing his part so far, pushing his modest hit streak to 3 games.
1-1. That is hammered by Soler. Left field. Stay in the park, please. There we go. Duran's there. Makes a catch. Out number 1. What's up, Captain Jack? How you doing? Happy 4th of July to you as well.
They still don't have anybody who's reached first base this evening against Bennett.
He's been sharp. Really good fastball. I mentioned still sitting in 94s. Soler's a good hitter. He cuts a pop. Thought he might have got this one, but he just missed.
I wonder how Jake Bennett's under the hood numbers are looking, man, because last couple of times I've looked, like, he's looked tremendous, like, on under the hood. And 0-1 is lined into right field, drops in for a base hit. Cut off by Eaton. It is a single, so runner first. 1 away here. Tatum has 2 kids. Brown living the single life. They have 2 different points in their life. Probably didn't talk or grow distant in recent years. Yeah, I could buy that for sure. They very much appear like just co-workers. Yeah, man. Fucking Bennett's under the hood numbers are incredible. 94th percentile ground ball percentage, 92nd percentile walk rate. It's a 95th percentile expected ERA. He's an xERA of 2.65. 1 away below the zone, misses for a ball, count 1-0. He jinxed it. No, I didn't. What do we see shift in Tatum's demeanor, body language, game, or swagger this year? I feel like he's just a humble guy. That's just always been his game, but we'll see. Maybe he'll feel a bit emotionally pent up after that, all the narrative ball and after all the fucking, Achilles shit. 1-0, swung on, popped up. Weakly hit by Adele, center field. Cedon drifts back, makes a catch, out number 2. Razor blades, I disagree. I think the big reason they traded Jaylen Brown is because the relationship was inoperable. It was irreparable. He wanted out, and that's why they moved him. Like, they can cope, and they say that Peyton Pritchard is going to take that jump. And, like, at the end of the day, it's good they're backing their guys. But they traded Jaylen Brown because the relationship was messy. Like, because, he didn't take being openly shopped for Giannis extremely well. Pitch swung on a miss, count 0-1.
5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Red Sox. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 error.
Does Bayo get traded at the deadline? Does anyone want Bayo? That's the real question. 0-1, runner has a bit of a lead over at first. Here's the pitch from Bennett. Swung on a miss, chases a changeup outside, count 0-2. Yeah, who wants his contract? Exactly. Cam Nero, 75 home runs. He's only 22. If he keeps it up, I bet he crack. He has the talent to crack 500 easily. He just has to stay healthy. That's the hardest thing with those long-term milestones, man, is just having a long and healthy career. Cam Nero is unfathomably talented. He's so good. I hope he's a Red Sox one day. I really do. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded, very weakly hit, picked up, throws over to second, out number 3, 6th inning. Here we go, 5-0 ball game. Also, he's Dominican, is he not?
Crown Nuggets are back at Burger King, and you're
Sure is. If you're a Dominican baseball player and a superstar, I want you on the fucking Boston Red Sox, straight up. I'm going to grab a drink real quick, boys. I'll be right back.
Let's be honest. If you don't choose the right paint brand, painting can be a pain.
This doesn't look good.
How much did we spend at that paint store?
Way too much.
The wrong choice can make everything fall apart. That's why we made Bear Dynasty. With one coat coverage and an everyday low price, it's everything you've always wanted in a paint.
Well, that was way easier.
Go with Bear. Now get 10% off when you buy 3 or more gallons, exclusively at the Home Depot.
Want the fastest working GLP-1? For half the price, Ro now offers FDA-approved weight loss injections cheaper, so you can see weight loss results faster. Lose 20% of your weight with the formula that hits not 1, but 2 hormones for less hunger and faster results. Weight loss faster, confidence higher, price cheaper. See if you qualify at ro.co/TV.
Summer's best, perfectly picked for you. Now and new at Target.
You're really buying a car online on AutoTrader?
Really?
You can really buy the car totally online.
And really have it delivered by a dealership.
Really?
Pizza's here.
Oh, it's our new car.
Buy your car online on AutoTrader. Really?
Did you bring food too?
Really?
This date, 2017, July 3rd, Red Sox were attacked. Look at this play by Dustin Pedroia.
I'm back.
As it clangs off the break, dives, throws back to the bag. Moreland applies the
We're chilling.
It's still
Not trying to see the Sox paying a Dominican third baseman a ton of money. Camaro's probably better than Raffy ever was, though. Like, he's more talented. I also am pretty sure he's better defensively. Like, how good is he? I think he's, like, okay. Never mind. Oh, my God. Is he dog shit? I didn't realize this dude was horrible. Minus 11 outs above average at third. Holy shit. Shows how much he rakes. No one talks about that. That's funny. It's like signing Raffy, but, like, you know, he's right-handed. And also probably a better hitter. Right-handed Rafael Devers hits like 600 home runs at Fenway Park, brother. Legitimately. Like, dude, Caminero at Fenway? Are you fucking kidding me? That guy would... Dude, how many home runs would he hit as a Red Sox? He might break 600 if he stays healthy. That dude would have multiple 50-homer seasons if he was a fucking Sox. Straight up. He might break 60. 0-2. Swung on, lifted foul. Caminero also a major clubhouse leader. Massive.
I mean, Pedroia truly is the kind of player that I think everybody would...
Can he play first base? Probably. I mean, we could just DH him. I don't give a shit.
Plays like he's not. Just plays the game hard, plays the game right.
Whole career.
0-2. Swung on a miss. Strikes him out. Out number 1.
I visited Cooperstown many times. Can't help but think it was built.
What would be the price tag for him? Yes. Well, it'd be more than Devers got. Devers got 330 mil. He can't play defense. I'm pretty on the Vlad, dude. The Vlad contract is that's who you'd be comparing him to, is Vlad. Right-handed hitter. It's like they have like it's of similar caliber. So I think you get like 450 mil on the open market. 500 mil maybe, depending on the team. Because Vlad got 500, didn't he? 14 years, 500 million. Yeah. Caminero will get like 450 million bare minimum, straight up. Most controversial NBA opinion that you hold? I feel like I'm not dialed into the NBA enough to give a controversial opinion. I'm versed enough to where I can hold conversations and know what I'm talking about for the most part. I feel like I'm not so dialed in where like I have like fucking detailed hot takes. Just to be straight up honest.
If you had more confidence, you probably would have been a better player.
The guy I wanted was Yandy's great. He's under team control until 2030. By then he's getting, oh yeah, you're absolutely right, McDabbs. Absolutely right. He probably gets 500 mil, like, based on like the economy where baseball economy is at by 2030. You're not wrong. Would Shaq baby Wemby? What do we mean by this? Razor? No, they are not paying that. 2-2 swung on, fouled up. They're going to try to get him extended early and like try to get the Wander Franco contract and be like, please don't be a pedophile.
Set an example.
That's what a role model is.
Two swung on, poked foul.
Just trying to make contact here.
Because I want to say Wander's was like 11 years, 180 mil, but it had escalators like going up to like 300 million or some shit.
Including a home run by Caleb Durbin.
D-Rose would have been the best point guards ever. He never got hurt. True.
2-2.
2-2. Swung on, popped up, very weakly hit. First baseman comes in, settles under it, makes a catch out, number 2.
Red Sox have not been retired in order tonight. First 2 men gone here in the 6th. CBS proud
Would Shaq bully Wemby? Oh, yeah. Wemby has no answer for Shaq. Zero. Like, defensively. Shaq's just too big. Like, he's too fucking built. Like, peak Shaq was like fucking, what, 7'3", 320 pounds of pure muscle. Like, Wemby would have no means of guarding Shaq. Now, like, Shaq would be able to guard Wemby in the paint. I'm interested to see how you would do with him because Wemby obviously can shoot. He could space the floor. So I'm interested. I would be curious to how Shaq would defend Wemby. D-Rose would be tier 2 in terms of teams GOAT point guards at best. I feel like D-Rose could have been on like Allen Iverson level, which it probably is that tier 2 of GOAT point guards, like you're saying, Razor Blades, but that's still like a all-time player that people recognize as an all-time great and like deserving of a Hall of Fame spot. 1-1 inside, misses for a ball. Count now 2-1. Ya bum, JK, for real. Also, Shaq plays extremely, yeah, absolutely. Like, in the paint, like, Wemby would get shit on. 2-1, way inside, misses for a ball. Kind of depends what you consider GOAT. Maybe top 3, might be top 15. For real.
After losing well over 100 games a year ago, and they are tied for first.
Well, yeah, Derrick Rose would, even if he's fully healthy, he's never better than Magic. He's never better than, like, Steph Curry. Did the Magic Johnson-Steph Curry debate die? There's definitely still a conversation. I think it just depends on what you like more, you know? Like, Magic, obviously, you know, better playmaker all time. He's a guy where he could play all 5 positions. Obviously, like, fucking, like, had that heroic finals performance where he fucking slotted in his center as a center and was incredible. 3-2 lined right center field, down for a base hit. Scooped up by Adele, throws in. It's interesting. It's just, I don't know, what do you prefer? Because, like, Steph Curry has the argument that he changed the game of basketball. Like, fucking basketball pre and post Steph Curry are fundamentally different sports in a lot of ways. Steph's the best three-point shooter in the history of planet Earth. Also an underrated finisher at the rim. Relatively, you know, pretty good playmaker. The way he changed spacing in general. And, like, the way he opened things up for his teammates because of his spacing was just a different kind of impact. But, like, also, like, you know, Magic, like, fucking is the best playmaker of all time. He's the fucking... People have, like, said for a long time, inarguably the best point guard ever, for good reason. Extremely clutch. They're very equally good in a lot of ways. It's legitimately, like, what do you prefer? Where do you think LeBron's going to? I genuinely have no idea. I said maybe Cleveland, just because, like, it just, like, you know, he grew up there. But, like, I have no read on that situation at all. Because, like, I think the best teams are situations where, like, I just don't think he'd live there. I don't think he'd live in Minnesota. I don't think he'd want to go to Boston. I think he'd be a great fit with the Celtics, straight up. I think it would be an awkward fit with the Sixers just because of how many pieces are there now, especially with Jaylen Brown. But he'd make them amazing. 1-1, swung on a miss, count 1-2. I might take Curry, but by a hair. I get it. John Stockton. John Stockton cannot hold Magic Johnson's jockstrap. Can't hold a jockstrap him, to be honest, straight up. John Stockton's awesome. Hall of Famer for a reason. All-time great for a reason. Like, he ain't Magic. He ain't Steph. I take Isaiah Thomas over John Stockton personally. I like the George trade, Hog, if you can believe. Like they're still a good team. 1-2, swung on, fouled off. We stay 1-2. It's one of those things where Stockton was never was able to be the best player in the championship team. He wasn't the best player on his team. Carl the pedophile Malone was. And yeah, he was an all-time. Both of those guys were all-time greats in their own rights, but like, yeah. Does high altitude help the elderly? I don't think so. I think it's the opposite, is it not? LeBron to Miami. I just don't know if they'd be a true contender. You know, they have no depth. 1-2, swung on a miss, strikes him out. Williers out of here. Bottom of the sixth inning. Here we go. 5-0 ball game. Sox lead.
Gotta fix fries. I'm disappointed. Wow. I had no idea how many of you would call me when I
He needs to come play with Podcast P and Jason Tatum, brother. That's what I know.
Thoughts on the Whopper, Burger King, even a few busted signs. Over and over, you said fast food needs to do better.
That'd be something so interesting, though, like LeBron James plays both for the Celtics and the Lakers.
Well, we heard you loud and clear, so even more change.
By the way, how crazy would it be if the Celtics win a title with LeBron James? How fucking insane would that be? As a guy where, like, first off, rings on 4 different teams is insane.
Way too much.
Like, that'd be so cool. I'm a Celtics fan. I'll never give it to a Laker. Stockton all the way. Then go with Steph. Steph is very obviously better than John Stockton. Stockton never won anything. He got bitched. He got bitched by Jordan, and he got bitched by Magic.
When you buy 3 or more gallons, exclusively at the Home Depot.
There's a power within each of us. When awakened, it can boost.
It would piss Lakers fans and Sixers fans off so much. LeBron hates Boston.
And you can unlock
And
it
Heat
with
fans.
one simple thing. Better sleep. Safa provides that with their luxury.
LeBron is fans with Podcast P, though. Which, like, listen, if trading for Paul George is secures LeBron James' services, then Brad Stevens is a genius.
You deserve the
I don't think he really hates Boston. It's not that deep. I would secretly hate it. Understandable. LeBron James tortured our lives, man, in the Big Three era. Fucking tortured us. Talk shit on the podcast. Fine with me. Jalen Brown was talking shit on the podcast and on podcast, and people want to fucking throw him a parade and build him a statue. And I don't even disagree with him.
It's been a heavy 4-seam changeup mix. White Knight's got a good heater today and good swing and miss changeup. Sinker, just a handful of curveballs.
All right, Jake Bennett steps in. First pitch. Swung on, grounded. Second base is there, picks up, throws to first. He is a minority owner in the Red Sox, yes, an FSG. All right, it's out number 1. Bennett is at 58 pitches here in the bottom of the 6th. If he wanted, and if the Sox wanted, he could probably throw a complete game if he keeps this up. He has been fantastic.
It really has been impressive.
You should get a Caleb Turbin jersey for real.
58 pitches as Andrew Bailey watches on approvingly.
All right, 1 away. Here's the pitch. Above the zone, and that's called a strike. That's no way that's a strike. They should have ABS that. Count 0-1.
I'm sure a lot of that has to do with a possible concussion. Trying to rule that out. So Heineman's had 1 at bat. He's 0 for 1 with a K. Bennett has given up 1 hit and really only a couple of hard.
Time to trade Turbin. His value is up. Crazy. 0-1. This is lifted by Heineman. Gets the weak contact outside the zone. Sadon's there. Makes a catch. Out number 2.
Just mowing him down tonight.
There's been a lot of that. Soft contact. That's been classified 5 hard hit balls, but average exit velocity is 81. I mean, that's nothing. A good outing, 84, 85. Been cruising here now, just 60 pitches.
Hey, like, dude, like, Jake Bennett, it's just so easy for him out there, dude. It's so easy. Pitch way outside for a ball. He's not struggling at all with any of these batters. Straight up, man. He's throwing strikes. He's getting these guys to chase. He just forces weak contact consistently. 1-0. Way outside for a ball count, 2-0.
The seventh inning as he went 6 1/3. That was a career high to get that one out in the seventh.
We just get him to throw a bit hard. Dude, the thing is he's already throwing harder. He's throwing like a lot harder. When he got here, he was sitting 89-90. Now he's sitting 93-94, and he's touching 96. Like, when you're getting the batted ball data that he is forcing, he's better than a number 3. Right now, he's pitching like a fucking high-end number 2, debatably a number 1. That's how good he's been. We'll see if that holds up over time. But this is a guy where, like, if this trend holds up and he's able to sustain throwing, like, between 94 to 96, this is legitimately younger Ranger Suarez. This is legitimately, you got another Ranger Suarez, except he's younger. Like, that's the caliber of guy you're getting. And Ranger throws like 4 miles an hour slower.
11th in ERA in the American League. They've walked more than any team in the American
1-0 is the count, bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch from Bennett. Swung on, grounded, first base side, foul. When does Sonny go? Probably sooner rather than later.
Still keep an eye. You know that pitch count is down. Hasn't happened much, but the third time through the order, guy's now 9 for 19 off of it. So, you know the pitch count is down. Sometimes it's getting up and down.
I think he is. And like, dude, full credit to Craig. I was wrong. Straight up. Like, even if Perales ends up being a good pitcher in this league, which I do believe he has the talent to do, like, this trade is justifiable. Bennett's great. Like, he's not been just good. He's not been just okay. He's been great. Like, this guy has been phenomenal so far. Who's the curler Euro? Andre Kirilenko or Detlef Schrempf? I like Detlef Schrempf's name better. But, like, isn't Kirilenko's nickname, like, AK-47? I gotta go Kirilenko. That nickname aura is insane. That's a big aura boost. 1-2. Pitch from Bennett. Oh, that's a strike. Yep, there we go. Top of the zone. Freezes him with the sinker. Out number 3 to the 7th we go. It's a 5-0 ball game. Sox continue to lead.
Gotta fix fries. The chicken nuggets, I'm disappointed. Wow. I had no idea how many of you would call me when I gave America my phone number. Over 85,000 people shared thoughts on the Whopper, Burger King, even a few busted signs. Over and over, you said fast food needs to do better. Way better. In the kitchen, at the register, the drive-thru, every time. Well, we heard you loud and clear, so even more changes are coming. Because there's a new king, and it's you.
Having Cash App has been great. I actually do feel more independent as I learn to manage my money better. You have to be savvy in this business. You really have to know how to make money stretch. You have to know how to save, and it feels really good, like when you're just saving up and that money is yours. It's something that feels very independent.
With Roman's injury the past 2 seasons, lockout on deck, he'll never be Hall of Fame. He is 22, guys. He is 22. Holy fuck. Be serious. Jesus Christ.
And really have it delivered by a dealership.
Really?
Aaron Judge didn't play his first full season until he's, what, 26? Like, holy fuck.
Really?
Did he bring food too?
Really?
Let's be honest.
Doesn't, yeah, he does. Like, third person to ask that, but yes, he does.
This doesn't look good.
How much did we spend at that paint store?
Way too much.
The wrong choice can make it.
Aaron Judge played his first full season at 25. 3 years older than Roman is now.
That's why we made Bear Dynasty.
Well on track to being, like, fucking sleepwalk into the Hall of Fame.
Well, that was way easier.
Go with Bear. Now get 10% off.
What player would realistically fix the Sox? They need a big bat. It depends what big bat is available. They need a superstar. They need more star power. Like Yordan Alvarez, Fernando Tatis Jr. Picked up Bennett on waivers. Massive. Dude, he's been great.
Red Sox Baseball Unnested, brought to you by Nissan. Visit NissanUSA.com, your local dealer. And powered by Salem 5. See what you can do with the power of 5 on your side.
I'm going to tweet out right now.
Back in Southern California. Had a good night for the Red Sox on top 5-0 going to the 7th inning. Mitch Ferris, the lefty, coming out of their bullpen, gets a foul ball by Wilson Contreras. So the second reliever, Red Sox knocked out the starter Detmers after 5. Contreras, Durbin, Gonzalez due up here in the 7th.
0-1, swung on, fouled off, count 0-2.
Yeah, right under 4, but 18 walks, a big part of that 1.5 whip. 1.5 runners on per inning. A lot of traffic.
Wilson with a walk, a base hit, and a run, and a fly to left. Hitting .285.
All right.
Sox across the board in batting average, home runs, and RBIs.
We should trade Whitlock, IMO. Yeah, you can do that. Grounded shortstop is there. Grips, throws over to first, out number 1.
Time for a strong play of the game presented by New England
Get a
Chevy Dealers.
screenshot of this Jake Bennett Savant page because I want to tweet this out too to provide context.
Nothing. Caleb Durbin jumped all over this. Fastball, tucked it right around that left field corner. Number 8 on the year. He really has been on fire the last 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
Filed away for a strike. Had a good at bat in the 3rd inning too, and he walked and eventually scored a run.
Extra base hit machine now. Was 31 games, 17 extra base hits.
Pitch low and outside, misses for a ball. Count evens up 1-1.
320, 330.
Creeping up, he's at 231 overall. Had a long way to go, digging himself out of that early hole, but
1-1, way above the zone, misses for a ball. Count 2-1. Hog, should we trade Chappie and Sonny? Yes. Would not trade Whitlock. I mean, I understand that. I mean, I feel like you can get a big package for him. That's why I do it. Especially with the lockout next year, burning up another one of those years. I get value for him now. TBQH, IMH.
Type of player he is. But he grinded through it. He figured this thing out. Kind of winning player.
3-1. Taken inside middle for a strike. Count now 3-2.
Romy Gonzalez on deck. Romy with a pair of hits tonight.
3-2. Swung on, hit well by Durbin. Left field, but left fielder's there. Makes a catch, out number 2. I'll actually give Rez one more year. You're not the only one with that opinion, but fuck him. He sucks.
Meet the team in a row with a special travel package to join All Access Fenway Park experience. You can learn more at redsox.com/travel.
Now Romy with a triple and a 2-run single. He's also struck out.
All right, 2 away. Top of the 7th pitch for Romy. Low and inside. Misses for a ball. Count 1-0.
The Halos 8-2. Red Sox have actually left 7 men on base tonight. So they've had people everywhere.
1-0 inside. Misses for a ball. Count 2-0. .20 pitch from Ferris. That is right down the middle for Romy. Count now 2-1.
Yankees won their game 5-2. They beat Minnesota, so they break a 7-game losing skid. Yankees had fallen to 4 games behind Tampa Bay. Red Sox had a lot to do with that. That's in there for a strike.
We knew it wasn't going to last against Minnesota. I don't think Minnesota's beat the Yankees the last like 30 years, it seems.
Feels that way. Yeah. Absolutely feels that way. Oh, talk about getting in an opponent's head. Tampa Bay won again. No, that's 9 in a row.
3-2. Swung on, lifted, right center field. That is Romy's 3rd hit of the game. Like I said, man, and 102 off the bat. Romy in this lineup, healthy and playing to the standard he did the last couple years, is a major addition to this team, dude. Romy's not just some guy. This guy is a stud. Like, especially against left-handed pitchers. He has like a fucking 900 OPS. A healthy Roman Gonzalez is a legitimate big add to this lineup. Straight up. Like, it is huge that he is back. Fishing start calling Bennett Big Smooth, aka James Paxton's Big Maple. Hell yeah. 1-0. Ferris looks over at first. Here's the pitch. I don't think Romy's going anywhere. Straight up. Straight up.
That holds up. It's a very nice way to begin this road trip.
2-0, lifted from Duran, slicing left field. Catches made the warning track, out number 3, unfortunately. Bottom of the 7th, here we go, 5-0 ball game. What's up, Red Devil? How you doing? Fucking dead stream, no fun chatter. We've had some decent chatter tonight. Men of the Hog, how you doing tonight? I'm doing great, Andrew. How you doing, man? I'd be in her mouth like fluoride. That pussy tight like a hair tie. Shout out to Brock Hampton. How's your day, bud? I'm doing great.
I had no idea how many of you would call me when I gave America.
Having a fantastic day. I'm vibing. I listened to some System of a Down. They got me energized. Who should I rebuild in college football 27? The Iowa State Cyclones, bitch. Bitch. You gotta do the UAB Blazers if they're still around.
More changes are coming because there's a new king, and it's you.
Power is not in the size; it's in the build.
All right. Random question: how was your first date experience? First date I went on was I was in high school. I think I was 15 at the time. It was a girl I met at a Culver's because I worked at a Culver's at the time. And it was cute. It was fun. I went with a girl to a horror movie. It was about like the suicide forest in Japan. And it was fun. I pulled off the signature, you know, the move TM where I put my arm over her shoulder at some point in the movie. It was pretty epic. Yeah, I like Halliburton. I'm a fan of the Halliban. Yeah, Bayo sucks. But it was cute. It was fun. Portugal versus Spain is going to be a great matchup. Ronaldo versus Lamine Yamal. I cannot remember what that fucking movie was called. 1 second. Suicide Forest movie. Oh, it was literally just called The Forest. I would say it was very not great. It was extremely mid and not that scary at all. Shit got a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes. Holy fuck, man. I feel like if I went back to watch that movie, I would think it was hot ass. If I had to like recall it, I thought it was like a 5 out of 10 or maybe like a strong 4. I thought it was like mid as hell. I thought it was extremely mid. Shout out Hogdale working at Culver's. Yeah, it was my first job.
The wrong choice can make everything.
The 10% thing might be like because that they think it's tone deaf to go record, you know, to have a movie in the suicide forest. Because it's kind of like a taboo in Japan to like you really hyper fixate and focus on it. Yeah, the Butterburgers there are really good for sure. Pull the tapeworm out of your ass. Pull the tapeworm out of your ass. Death Roll final meal. Death Row final meal. Man, I'm a simple creature. I probably just get like a pizza from Sarpino's or some shit. That shit takes me back to my childhood. Back when my dad lived in this really shitty part of Des Moines with a bunch of fucking drug addicts around. Takes me back. So crazy that Logan Paul... Yeah, Logan Paul's a fucking loser, dude. Pitch, swung on and missed, count 0-1. That guy sucks. He blows. Yeah, of course I remember it. Of course I remember it. That was like my prime YouTube watching age when he did that shit. 0-1 pitch. Swung on, lifted foul. Yeah, his brother sucks too. The whole family sucks. Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's one of those things where 0-2 in the dirt, misses for a ball. It's one of those things where it's like, it was one mistake. No, it wasn't. Nah, you went out of your way, like outside of the path, because you knew that's where dead hanging bodies were found. Also, you had your dude fucking video it. That's a mistake. That's mistake number 1. 1-2, swung on and missed out, number 1. Then you had your guy edit it, where, again, like in the editing process, you knew that happened. You could have had him edit it out. That's mistake number 2. You then scheduled it to upload, knowing that was in the video. That's mistake number. It was a premeditated marketing decision to put that video out. Like, no, that's not one mistake. That is multiple mistakes stacked up on top of each other. One 0 is the count for Jorge Soler. Stands in here, pitch. Swung on, lifted, right field. The right fielder comes in. Settles under it, makes a catch, out number 2. Funeral director, I've seen that shit a million times, is never comfortable. That is absolutely cruising, man. Bro knew exactly. He knew what he was doing. Like, the guy's a fucking asshole. Like, it's just no respect whatsoever. Piece of shit. Bottom is 7-2 away. Bennett is at 73 pitches right now, guys. He is cruising. It is so easy for him right now.
Vaughn Grissom 1 for 2 with a single. And he'll take a strike. Pounded in, strike 1. A lot of Red Sox starters have been doing that now for quite a while. Strike 1, strike 1. Of course, Red Sox recently had that string of 12 consecutive quality starts.
One. Swung on, popped up backwards, a foul ball, count 1-2. In honor of England versus Mexico game, I have cold turkey the Beatles. Huge. That's funny. I like that. Wait, are you listening to any Spanish music in replacement? Because that'd be funny. You know, it's a great Spanish pop tune. 1-2, swung on and missed, strikes him out, a fastball above the zone. Out number 3 to the 8th we go. It's a track. It's called Dímelo by Mark Anthony. Great track. Fantastic track. Extremely catchy.
Wow. I had no idea how many of you would call me when I gave America my phone number. Over 85,000 people shared thoughts on the Whopper, Burger King, even a few busted signs. Over and over, you said fast food needs to do better. Way better. In the kitchen, at the register, the drive-thru, every time. Well, we heard you loud and clear, so even more changes are coming. Because there's a new king.
Jake Bennett ace, for real.
Let's be honest. If you don't choose the right paint brand, painting can be a pain.
This doesn't look good.
How much did we spend at that paint store?
Way too much.
The wrong choice can make everything.
Mexican band Mana. Wham. So wake me up before you go. Got me hanging on like a yo-yo. You know what the best George Michael song is? It's a song that's called Praying for Time. That is it's such a powerful song. It's off of his album. I think it's just called Freedom. 1 second.
Community owns the club. Every decision matters. Gusto has had our back since day 1.
Oh, it's called Listen Without Prejudice, Volume 1. But yeah, it's a track called Praying for Time, and it is phenomenal. And it has aged tremendously. It has aged so well. Band of Horses, the funeral, for real.
That was something that no one had ever seen before, ever.
Stay tuned for the second half coming up after this.
Score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we got the season covered.
That song is powerful. Check it out. I will. Only the real ones watching Hog right now. Appreciate you, pal. Appreciate you. If you're new to the stream, drop a follow if you're enjoying yourself. Subscribe or gift a subscription. Helps me out a fuck ton. Tell your friends we're streaming Sox games. Bing chilling. By the way, DJ Smooth Nuts, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub, brother. I appreciate you. Pitch bottom of the zone. Called a strike. Count 0-1. Also, Razor Blades, thank you for the follow. You're talking about Don Sweeney almost trading Zadorov to the Oilers for Darnell Nurse. That would have been a horrible deal. Yeah, still on heat advisory, Red Devil, for sure. Are we going to see you on the next season of the Dozen Trivia? Yeah, absolutely. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't. I think the only way I'm not on the Dozen Trivia next year is if I get shit canned by Barstool, which I don't think that's going to happen. Line into right center field. That's a base hit, a single for Monasterio, picked up by the center fielder, throws in. Runners at first and second. They throw over to first. That was very close play. Monasterio almost got caught with his pants down. Runner at first, nobody out. Yeah, I mean, as long as I'm still a Barstool, there's no reason for me not to be on the Dozen next year. I like Steely Dan. I'm not like the biggest Steely Dan guy on planet Earth, but like I like Aja. I think Aja's a really good album. I've heard a couple Allman Brothers tracks. I've never listened to like any full albums. Nobody out. Runner over at first. Top of the 8th inning pitch. Below the zone. Misses for a ball. Count 1-0. That just reminded me of John Lennon because I was thinking of that diss track that they made about that Steely Dan made about John Lennon. You know what's a great John Lennon song? Great John Lennon solo song. It's one my dad put me onto when I was young. It's called Watching the Wheels. That's a fantastic track. I love that song. People say I'm crazy. Doing what I'm doing. When I say that I'm okay, well, they look at me kind of strange. Surely you're not happy now. You're no longer playing the game. People say I'm lazy. Dreaming my life away. 1-2, swung on, lifted foul. We stay 1-2. I still need to listen to Blue by Joni Mitchell. I haven't listened to it yet. Dave Count, the new pizza brand? Hell yeah. I got to retweet that. I did not see that. Will they give me all kinds of advice designed to enlighten me? John Lennon is, in fact, dead. He was famously murdered by a guy who, for some reason, like, read The Catcher in the Rye and decided that he had to kill him. I get kind of mad when people say Pink Floyd's better than the Beatles. Why? It's very close. It's extremely close. 1-2 in the dirt, misses for a ball. Count evens up here 2-2. I go back and forth on who I like more, man, honestly. Like, there's so many Beatles tracks that I adore, but like Pink Floyd has some of my favorite albums of all time. Like Animals, The Wall, Wish You Were Here. Led Zeppelin is better than the Beatles. Me personally, I disagree. 2-2. Swung on and missed, strikes him out number 1. All those people who just don't get the Beatles. Big sad. Bob can sing. Thank you. That's a great Beatles track. And your bird can sing. Hey, yo. What's up, Mick Baker? How you doing, man? There wouldn't be any genres now if the Beatles didn't exist. That is not true, but they were extremely influential. Pitch below the zone, misses for a ball. Saw Godsmack and Stone Temple Pilots in concert last night. Hell yeah, brother. How was that? Was it a fun time? Pink Floyd Learning to Fly is a top 5 song for me. Hell yeah, brother. Good shit. Dancing Queen by ABBA is a phenomenal song. Because the thing is like, people sometimes overstate the Beatles' influence a bit because they're also like not crediting the Beach Boys, who also were extremely hyper influential, including to the Beatles. Elvis stole all of his shit, if you know, you know. I mean, a lot of it, but that doesn't mean he still wasn't a talented guy. 2-0. This is softly lined. Shortstop dives, makes a catch out number 2. Elvis still has bangers, man. He does. Oh, the runner tried to steal second and couldn't get back to first. It was an easy double play. We're out of the inning. Am I a jaded asshole or am I for hoping to lose out so Brez can get fired? No, if you really don't like Breslow, not really. Like, if you really don't believe in this team, I don't blame you. I mean, Forrest Gump, the one that taught him how to do the hip move, real.
I had no idea how many of you would call me when I gave America my phone number. Over 85,000 people shared thoughts on the Whopper.
All right.
Even a few busted signs. Over and over.
Someone put a take in there I want to respond to. Nobody can go hit for hit with the Beatles except for Michael Jackson. Incorrect. Kanye West absolutely can. Hit for hit over the course of fucking 15 to 20 years. Absolutely fucking Kanye West can. The thing is about the Beatles and like absolutely like hit for hit. What's really impressive about the Beatles is the relatively short time period they were making music together and the amount of hits that they were putting out for sure.
The wrong choice can make everything.
Like fucking like there's a couple. Like I said, Michael Jackson is like also as well. Kanye doesn't make his own music, he uses samples. Oh fucking boo. Fucking boo. Like who cares? I think like you listen to like what he did with fucking, you know, harder, better, faster, stronger, and what he did to you know, make that sample his own was stronger, and you don't think that takes artistry? That fucking track is amazing. You don't listen to a track like Champion and see like what he did with that Steely Dan sample and you don't ascend? What are we talking about? The College Dropout? The shit that he did with fucking Through the Fire that he used for fucking to make Through the Wire? Are you insane? Like, boo! Like, what are we doing here? Sampling is a art form onto itself. His ego? Yeah, plenty of musicians have a fucking god complex. Rate Octopus's Garden 1 through 10. Give me a 9 out of 10, Chief. Give me a fucking... I love Octopus's Garden. That shit's whimsical as shit.
But what a performance by Jake Bennett. 77 pitches.
Kanye West legitimately is the most influential artist on modern fucking rap music and a lot of pop music. Legitimately. He wouldn't put anything out unless it's his name on the front door. That's not true, though. Fucking B by Common. He produced that album. And that is a Common album. Like Kanye's name is not on the branding for that album. It's Almost Dry and Daytona by Pusha T. Both produced by Kanye. His name is not on the forefront of either of those albums. I love Kanye and his music, but he sold his soul for real. Yeah, like he's a bad guy, like nowadays. Like, and he went through an insane fucking far right phase that was not the most fun to watch ever. It was not a great time to be a fan of him. Kanye produced like most of Jay-Z's best hits as well, and his name was not on the forefront of that shit. It was Jay-Z's music. I also, for the most part, separate art from the artist. It has to be pretty fucking egregious. The thing is like the awfulness of the artist has to spill into the art for me to not be able to separate. That's what made the far right era Kanye so bad, because his shitty opinions and takes was tainting his fucking music. It made it shittier. He wouldn't put his name on something unless it's really good. Yeah. The Beatles are the... No, they're not. No, they're not. 3-1 inside middle digging for a strike. Lift yourself. That's a great track. I love Kanye and his music, but he sold... I read the same fucking message again. T-Wolves are ramping up their pursuit of LeBron. This is ripped right field, high and deep. That's gone. Unfortunate. Bennett, his first and only blemish of the day. A solo bomb from Jose Siri. It's 5-1. His fifth homer of the season. Oasis is doing I Am the Walrus, probably my favorite Beatles cover. Hell yeah. Fiona Apple, it's not technically not a Beatles cover, it's a John Lennon cover, but Fiona Apple did a great cover of Across the Universe. Oh, I'll need to listen to that. Breeders did a cover of Happiness is a Warm Gun. I'll have to listen to that. Happiness is a Warm Gun is one of my favorite Beatles tracks. It's John was very deep in his bag. Open Arms, the greatest white man song ever made. It's a really good one. It's a really good one for sure. With open arms. All right, pitch. Swung on, grounded first base side. Diving stab made by Contreras. Underhands to Bennett. And the runner is safe, though. Beats it just barely. You listen to Pierre Bourne. I mean, I've listened to Dial It by Playboy Cardi, so I've definitely listened to some Pierre. You count Michael? No, he's black. He's always been black. He's never been a white man. Bro had fucking vitiligo, and people got so weird about it. He's not the first guy to ever have vitiligo.
Kind of slowing down a little bit as he's getting to that bag.
LeBron ain't going to the T-Wolves. I don't think he will either, but I didn't think Tom Brady would go to the fucking, Buccaneers in Tampa Bay, but we'll see what happens.
As I mentioned, Lowe always could run.
It's one of those things. People were so weird about Michael Jackson, man. Michael Jackson, in his public facing, always fucking identified himself as a black man, even as he became whiter because of the vitiligo. He always identified with black people and with black struggle. Always. In public statements. I would take the Stones. I'm just not a big Stones guy in comparison, man. Like, that brand of blues rock just is not up my alley. Abbey Road is an 11 out of 10. It's not my favorite Beatles album, so I don't know if I'd say that, but Abbey Road is an amazing album. It's unbelievable. Like, my favorite Beatles album is probably, like, Magical Mystery Tour. Like, that's an 11 out of 10 Beatles album for me. Pitch high and outside, misses for the ball. Count 1-0. I'm Stones over the Beatles, too. Huge. I do love Sympathy for the Devil. Great track. Like, I don't know, man. Like, 1-0, swung on, lifted, very weakly hit, first base side. Wilson Slater makes a catch out number 2. Like, Michael was making his most socially conscious music during that time when he was becoming whiter due to his vitiligo. Like, a track like They Don't Care About Us was made, late in his career around that time period. Exile on Main Street, greater. Heartbreaker all time. Heartbreaker's a great track. Peter's the kind of band to make the song Please Please Me and Blue Jay Way. Genre-defying pop masters, best vocal harmonies, timeless. Yeah, I agree. Dude, I fucking adore the Beatles. Adore them. Blue Jay Way is so good, man. That track has really grown on me. You seen Jack White? He named any Beatles song after listening to a single note? Dude, he just like me for real. I can't do it for every Beatles song, but I could probably get a good chunk of them. Jack White's great. I need to listen to more of his music. I've only listened to like one White Stripes album. There's a fog upon LA. Didn't really care about us. It's about pedophiles. It's definitely not. 0-1, way outside, misses for a ball. Yeah, multiple times. When I was a kid, absolutely. I cried over the fucking Red Sox. They broke my heart when during that September playoff collapse. You know what, Chase? I didn't hear about it. No. Yeah, I heard about it, brother. We did a lot of Jaylen Brown combo for sure. 1-1, swung on a miss, count 1-2. Everyone talks about Pet Sounds influencing Sgt. Pepper's, but Beach Boys mid. Yeah, they inspired each other. It was definitely they inspired each other. That's what's so beautiful about music. One, 2 is the count here. 1-2 pitch in the dirt, misses for a ball, and the runner will advance from first to second. Love George's solo work. All Things Must Pass is, like, in my opinion, like the best solo Beatles project, like by a lot, in my opinion. At least from what I've listened to. There's a couple more John albums I got to listen to. And my favorite song is probably just the title track, All Things Must Pass. Art of Dying is up there for sure as well. That's a phenomenal George track off of All Things Must Pass. 2-2. Swung on, grounded into right field. That's a base hit. Probably about time to get Bennett out of there. Runner rounds around third, comes home. He scores a 5-2 ball game. It is a 3-run game with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bennett at 92 pitches. This is still a damn good outing. Still a damn good outing. Yep. Okay, so here comes Chad Tracy. He's going to take him out. It's fine. Here we go. I know this is going to end. Crazy. I don't disagree, David Engel. Don't disagree at all. George isn't even bad. He isn't even close to JB. Crazy. First hit Paul George sucks. Indeed. George is the best Beatle IMO. They didn't let him shine enough. It's a tough conversation because in a lot of those conversations, people do downplay the sheer amount of amazing tracks that Lennon and McCartney both made by themselves. Run-of-the-mill, great track. Phenomenal track. Like, George is, like, is unbelievably talented. Unbelievably talented. I love All Things Must Pass so much. It is such an amazing album.
How much did we spend at that paint store?
That track is so beautiful, man. It's so beautiful, that title track. It brings me to tears, basically, every time I listen to it. I've been telling fellas group chat your Beatle takes, and I hate to inform you that you're getting bodied right now. I mean, I give a fuck. At the end of the day, I like what I like. I love, like, the Beatle, like, I love Beatles that I like. Like Abbey Road is some of my favorite Beatles tracks of all time. Like Golden Slumbers, fucking obviously. All the George tracks on that one. Does being gay disqualify your music from being good? Might be, if someone had that take, it's one of the worst takes in the history of man. Plenty of gay people have made unbelievable music, including George Michael, who was gay and fucking made some unbelievable pop music. If anything, being gay gives you a buff. Also, we're disqualifying all musicals. Like, people like who make musicals, that is a 75% gay demographic. Yeah, I played sports. Elton John too. The fuck are we talking? Freddie Mercury. What are we talking about? It's ridiculous.
So here's a look at our Ford employee pricing call to the bull.
Who's Barnaby's favorite band? Fuck if I know.
Didn't walk anybody. 5 hits.
I don't know, man. Like, I feel like there's a lot of pretentious Beatles fans who are like, oh, fucking, it doesn't count. Magical Mystery Tour doesn't count in terms of best albums because they put singles on it. Man, gives a fuck. In terms of a track list of Beatles songs, it is the most consistent with the highest high points in the entirety of the band's catalog. Fucking Penny Lane, Strawberry Fields Forever, All You Need Is Love, I Am the Walrus. Like, give me a fucking break. Grounded second baseman's there, scooped up, throws to first, out number 3. Blue Jay Ways on that album, fantastic. The title track's fantastic. Fool on the Hill is a Paul McCartney masterclass. Are you fucking kidding me, Chief? Even the whimsical tracks on that one, I adore. Like Your Mother Should Know. Fucking, what's the other one I'm not thinking of? Baby, You're a Rich Man Too. Love those tracks. Enough with the novels. More novels. I'm not gay or gluttonous except on weekends. My question for you is a little more serious. Recently grew a second uvula. It's like 3 inches long, so it goes down my throat. Whenever I eat food, it's like 2 balls slapping together. It makes an audible sound. Everyone stares at me. You think I should go to the doctor for this? Do not cut it off with a pair of scissors. I feel like that could be disastrous. You probably should go to the doctor for that because I'm not straight up. That's probably not normal. And like a second uvula it could be a cancerous growth, brother. You should legitimately go to a doctor for that straight up. Like, if you're being dead ass, please go to a doctor.
And then rendezvous at the food court at 2 p.m. Okay, it's not a heist. Just say meet up. Okay.
Barnaby, huge Journey fan. Journey's good. Been meeting a lot of the Boston content creators lately. Hog is next on the list. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Wheel in the Sky is great. Great track. Separate Ways, great track, for sure. Back on the Saddle is a really good one. Started pulsating a little bit and, like, moving up and down on its own, trying to go up my nose. Yeah, please go to a doctor. Yeah, I haven't listened to many of the Weeknd's albums, but yeah, like there's plenty of Weeknd tracks that I really enjoy. Hog MD, for real.
Oh, it's our new car. Buy your car online on Auto Trader. Really?
Will do, Chief. Thanks. Hell yeah.
The official hospital of the Red Sox is Bethel Deaconess Medical Center.
But yeah, like, I don't know, like you're getting fried for your Beatles take. My Beatles takes are fucking awesome. Like, also, if you're a true Beatles fan, you don't give a fuck about what Beatles album is their favorite. Like, at the end of the day, I think most of them are masterpieces. Like, yeah, Abbey Road's a masterpiece. I would not deny that. Rubber Soul, unbelievable track list. Like, In My Life, You Won't See Me. Are you fucking kidding me, Chief? Revolver, phenomenal track list. I can't get horny when the Sox lose. Should I seek professional help? No, that's completely normal. George Clinton's great. Absolutely. Shout out P-Funk. Going to Bruno Mars in September. I like Bruno. I think his sound has gotten pretty stagnant over his last couple projects. But, like, yeah, I mean, who doesn't like Bruno Mars? He got some great tracks. Some really good hits. Bruno's better than the Beatles. At about nothing, basically. Literally nothing better. Not a single thing he does better than the Beatles. It's pretty crazy. He does have a great singing voice. Good eye for production. Just not very experimental, you know. Never really tried to do crazy shit with his sound. Rubber Soul, probably my fave. That and Revolver. Like, again, like, there's no bad picks for the most part for Beatle albums. That's wrong. If you say With the Beatles is your favorite Beatles album, I'm looking at you so sideways. Like, give me a fucking break. 0-2, swung on, lifted foul. The Romantic was much different than his previous stuff. Like, from what I heard, it was pretty damn similar to fucking that Anderson .Paak album that he did with him. 0-2, swung on a miss, strikes him out number 1. What about The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? Never really been a big C.S. Lewis guy, straight up. I don't know, like Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe just kind of bored me. Bruno looks like a gay chihuahua. Funniest thing about Bruno Mars is he never gets the cultural appropriator accusations that a guy like Drake gets, despite the fact that that is a guy that 100% he presents himself like as black or black coded, and he's Puerto Rican. I get shamed for saying Let It Be album is my favorite. I think that is an insane take, personally. I mean, it's still got some great tracks on it for sure. Like, if it's your favorite Beatles album, it's your favorite Beatles album, but like, to me, like, I'll never get over they released that shit after Abbey Road, despite the fact Abbey Road is the last thing they ever recorded. And Abbey Road is the perfect ending to the Beatles' career. Like, that album was literally designed. This is it. This is our last album. 0-2. Swung on a miss, strikes him out number 2. Guy's 4'8", real. So 2-way here, top of the 9th inning. I didn't know Kirby Yates was still in the league. Apparently, bro is a fucking angel. We go to Wilson Contreras, the number 4 hitter.
2 strikes. A little much, right? You know he knows it. He talks about it against righties. I got to stay short, keep my front shoulder in like I do with lefties. You get in that box and strange things.
Fleetwood Mac, the dance album is no skip album, all bangers. I've listened to, I think, Fleetwood Mac's entire discography. Which one is that? 1 second. I'm not the biggest Fleetwood Mac guy of all time. Oh, it's a live album. Okay. I'll have to give that one a listen. I haven't listened to that one. 1-0, swung on a miss, count evens up 1-1. Sgt. Pepper's B-side kind of slept on. Do you like curvy black women? I mean, who doesn't? I don't know. I feel like I'm not one of those guys who has like a big racial preference. 1-1, swung on, lifted, right field side, a foul ball, count 1-2. Is Jimi Hendrix the greatest guitarist ever? I don't really have a strong opinion about the greatest guitarist ever. Like, if you said Hendrix, like, I'm not going to disagree with you. Slash is up there for sure. Eric Clapton's up there for sure. 1-2 is the count, top of the 9th inning. Yates looks in the pitch. Me personally, I'm a David Gilmour guy. I think that, like, the way he uses his guitar is just so different. Like, the sounds he makes his guitar fucking utter are so different than what anyone else can do. I just love David Gilmour. I love his guitar work. His guitar on Dogs makes me ascend. Would you date a Yankee fan? I mean, yeah, I guess. 1-2 in the dirt, misses for a ball. I prefer they were a Sox fan, to be honest. Would you date Roman's sister? I don't know, I guess. I don't know. People are very weird about her. Like, who gives a shit? Have you seen the movie Weapons? I have not seen Weapons. They had that's another great George Harrison track. Beware of Darkness is so good. Line in the left center field. That's down for a base hit. Might be extra bases. Definitely extra bases for Wilson. He's over to second. Good shit. Going to third. He's thrown out by a mile. Out number 3. Bottom of the 9th inning. Here we go. 5-2 ball game. Bro, you ain't that fast, Chief. Steve Howe of Yes. Not a bad pick at all. Yes is so good. Yes is great. That Prince guitar solo is fucking unbelievable.
With the products that millions trust to keep them safe, dry, and secure. Use Flex Tape for quick emergency repair.
What about Mary Poppins? Never.
To keep everything sealed and dry. And Flex Seal Spray to stop all types of leaks. This storm season, defend against damage. Get the original Flex Seal family of products. Available at retailers everywhere.
Rate If I Fell by the Beatles. Good track. Not one of my absolute favorites, though. Probably like a 7. 7 out of 10 for me. Happy 4th, Hogdale. Eastern time zone friend. What's up, Dylan? How you doing, man? Happy 4th to you as well, buddy. Walk-off slam would be funny as fucking on par for Boston. True. It is indeed the 4th on the East Coast for all my pals out there. I listened to fucking a couple albums of theirs. I listened to fucking Surfer Rosa, and I listened to Doolittle. And not my absolute favorites, but like I see the influence, like on Nirvana especially. I love Debaser. Debaser, definitely my favorite Pixies song. Yeah, to be a debaser.
Because what small builds is bigger than itself. It's not forever.
Is buying fireworks burning money? Yes, but isn't that the point? Stevie Ray Vaughan, Pride and Joy guitar solo is nice. I mean, listen, man, like if you like blowing shit up, then it's not a waste of money. If it gives you dopamine and makes you happy, it's not a waste of money. I never listened to the Flaming Lips. I'll get around to them one of these days.
Well, Red Sox looking to lock this up. A 5-2 lead. Anaheim. They'll bring on.
I wasn't a big Surfer Rosa guy for the Pixies. I thought Doolittle was a pretty good album, though.
One more strikeout.
At least based on my recollection. It's been a couple years now.
For strikeouts by a relief pitcher. It's not a closer. That is all relief pitchers all time.
This is impressive. Really big moment here for Chapman.
Ozzy had Tony Lamy and Randy Rhoads, two of the best metal guitarists ever. Good take.
Achievement. And a great career he's had. Just continues to do it.
383 career saves. Trying to add to that.
James Hetfield's a great guitarist, man. For Metallica. That rhythmic guitar. Especially for fucking Master of Puppets, dude. Come on. Chapman gonna make history tonight? For real. I can't light fireworks because it's gonna be hotter than the devil's ass cheek tomorrow. They shame my son, Julian or Jude to dedicate Hey Jude to them. That'd be fire. 0-1. Swung on a miss, counting out 0-2. Well, technically, if you're, like, it's funny. Sorry, I was thinking about something else. And Ozzy had Zach Wilde. Huge. I never, don't think I've heard that one. 0-2, swung on a miss, strikes him out number 1. I've heard of it, but I haven't listened. Pixies formed at UMass Amherst, one of the many great bands produced in Mass. Hell yeah. One away here, bottom of the 9th for a Chapman. And that is the all-time strikeout record for a reliever for Aroldis Chapman. He's officially broken the record. God damn. That's a monumental record to break, man. Straight up. Chapman's Hall of Fame case just gets stronger and stronger by the year. Bro didn't even stop the game. He didn't give a shit. One away. Swung on, fouled this one off. Count 0-1. Guitar Hero legend. Okay, that's where I remember it from. UMass Amherst sucks. I can say that. Class of 04. Damn. Cook 'em. This is line right field. Foul. I think that hooked foul. Count 0-2.
Career in many categories, but he's watching a guy who has had a spectacular career and now at the age of 38 still getting it done.
All right. 0-2 is the count here pitch. Inside, just missed it for a ball. Count 1-2. It's midnight. Let's close it out so I can sleep. Never. Rory Gallagher, great Irish guitarist, singer, songwriter. Cook. Can't say he's hotter than two rats fucking in a wool sock. This is grounded, third base, or sorry, between past the shortstop, talking is hard, into right center field. It's a single. Oh boy, here in the bottom of the 9th inning for Jorge Slayer. We go to the number 5 hitter, Vaughn Grissom. Why does Jake never smile? He's locked in, dude. He's just fucking locked in.
a couple strikeouts.
Another double play right here.
Pitch inside, misses for a ball. Sox need to win. Hog go lay in the bed and watch anime with the dog. Real. Don't know if I'll watch anime tonight. I don't know what I'm going to do. Might read a comic book. I mean, might listen to some more music. There's a lot of options. 1-0. Electric Feel's a great track. That is taken for a called strike, and they're going to ABS that, and they're going to be correct, so the count is going to be 2-0. Play some MLB. Crazy. Hey.
Got that one right. So to count 2-0. With Soler, the base runner at first, and 1 out in the ninth.
2-0. Taken high outside corner, called for a strike, count 2-1. I never really watched the Venture Brothers like that. Ed loves them. He fucking loves the Venture Bros. I'll have to watch it one of these days. Barnaby is dead to me. 2-1. Here's the pitch. This is hit very well. Left center field. Drops in for a base hit. Picked up by Sadon. Throws over to third. Soler's slow, so he can't advance. Runners at first and second. One away. Let's get a double play ball here, please. We go to Joe Adell. Love Smiling Friends. Smiling Friends is fucking hilarious. Ed, yeah, just give me, yeah. Ed fucking loves Venture Brothers. He references it all the time.
Adell has lined to first, fly to center, grounded out to short, 0 for 3.
Trade for Joe Adell. He'd be a good fit. He'd be a good fit for the Sox. You know, right-handed power bat. Mutt in the photo. We love Mutt. Hashtag we love Mutt. Zeke Chapman's finally showing age, redealing the hamstring. I think it's more just the hammy, if I had to guess. First pitch here from Chapman for Adell. Inside, misses for a ball. How funny would it be if they blow this game like exactly how they blew the game in Colorado? Like, dude, it'd be so funny.
So Soler at second, Grissom on at first.
.1-0 pitch, swung on, grounded, third base side, picked up by Durbin, throws to second, out onto first. Double play, the game is over. Sox win 5-2. Minor trouble for Chapman, but we're cooking. You like If I Needed Someone by the Beatles? Yeah, great track, absolutely. Good shit, boys. Sox win. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 4th of July evening. Have yourselves a phenomenal evening. Go Sox. See ya.